Cameras are up, guys. Cameras are up. Cameras have sound as well.
Must have sound.
Minute 26 till we're live on the radio. You left your e-cigarette. Damn it.
Damn.
Good morning to those who are viewing. Be with you in a second.
A moment. Uno moment.
Uno secento. I don't even know if that's.
I don't know if that's Spanish or not.
Sit back, Tim. Sit back.
Get back. Too loud.
Get off that fucking microphone. No more treating it like your boyfriend.
No.
Man.
Yeah, right? Darn.
No.
The only thing we got to do is get rid of that bar in front of her face. Look.
Going right through her eyes.
Right through your eyes. When you're sitting there like this, it's like, I lost my foamy. I lost my foamy.
That looks good. Oh, it's underneath your chair. Your left foot behind the heel.
My little boy.
My little black thing. Yeah, that looks good on camera, right? Me looking for my foamy. I lost my foamy.
What's he doing down there?
As long as you don't see this, you're all right.
Cameras are up.
See the sweater moving?
Hey, good morning. Welcome to Talk Shit Radio. Happy freaking Monday, everyone.
Happy Monday. Jeez, Monday
I'm so
already?
happy about Monday.
I don't know. I was
Ever.
just metaphorically speaking, I guess. I don't know.
Just figure you start off with Happy Monday.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody's happy about it being Monday, but let's get
No.
this thing, let's get that box off your head a little there. There we go. See a little more of you. All right, so cameras are rolling as usual. You can watch us on Ustream. You search Kennedy Studios on Ustream. You can watch us on YouTube, and that link is going up on Facebook right now, which it should be. Let me check that first. It should already be up there.
Uno momento.
Uno momento. All right, so we got that one. No, we just got the Spreaker link. Let me check my personal Facebook page. How's everybody doing this morning?
Good. Very cold out.
It is a little nipply out.
Well, a tidbit.
Yes, it's a tidbit nipply.
And foggy.
Only a tidbit,
Only a tid,
not a tad bit,
not a tad,
just a tid.
just a
Just
tid.
a tidbit.
I like it when it's cold out. It seems like
It's
it's
a tiddly
universal.
bit.
Don't go out in this weather.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So the roads are kind of like dull.
A
it's,
couple more degrees lower, it would be snowing.
Oh my
If-
god, I know.
If there was rain.
it would have to be 30 something degrees for some weeks in order for
Before
the
it's-
ground and the air to support snow.
Freeze over.
Yeah, I watched the whole thing on the Weather Channel.
Yeah, for any amount of time.
Yeah, it would have to be, definitely some time of cold weather. Although 33 degrees is just above the freezing mark here
Just
at Kennedy
above it.
Studios. Yep, it's one notch above the freezing mark.
There's frost on the ground.
It is nipply no matter what you do. Tim, you're the one that can say just how nipply it is.
Yep.
Because you're the one that actually walks here in the morning
Well, it doesn't bother me
because it's not as cold. as
because
it
it's
is
not
in
as
New York.
cold
Yeah.
as what it should be and
Right.
what I'm used to.
Right. Yeah. Well, and let's talk about that, brother. 33 degrees down here.
Mhm.
Huge difference because you've just moved here pretty much. You've been back and forth for a while, but huge difference between 33 degrees in New York.
If I was in New York and I was walking at 5 o'clock in the morning, it would probably be like 28, 29.
Yeah.
You'd have booger ice.
Yeah, you couldn't.
No, it
Even if it was
wouldn't have
33,
been
a
nice.
solid, steady 33 degrees in New York.
Yeah.
All right, you couldn't walk the distance you did. It's such a bone chilling cold.
My respiratory system would be all fucked
Oh
up
yeah, you'd
from
get here that you'd
walking.
have that cough. and-
Yeah, I'd be sitting there hacking up everything that I have in my chest.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But the difference is the air here isn't as frigid as New York air.
Yeah.
It's breathable at this temperature.
Absolutely.
It's really not that bad.
I remember standing around when I went back up to New York with John.
Yeah.
And was chilling with him. We'd be standing, hanging out in his garage, just talking, smoking a cigarette because John don't smoke in his house.
Mhm.
just chilling out. And buddy, I'll tell you what, he could just stand there, no problem. You know, me, shit, I freeze my ass off, buddy. Freeze my ass off. I can tell you quite a few times, standing there and just I couldn't do it. Had to go inside.
See, it's weird because here I could wear a sweatshirt and I'd be fine, you know, going out in 33-degree weather here.
Yeah,
In New York, I'd be wearing a friggin' thermal sweatshirt, jacket
I'd probably have most of what I own on.
on, layering up.
Oh
to
yeah,
the
hell
T.
yeah. Those pictures you see of us in
Central Park.
Central Park.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I had like long johns. I think I put sweatpants over the long johns, then my big pair of black jeans that are like 2 sizes too big for me.
Yep.
But the reason that is so I could put 3 pairs of clothes on underneath it.
You tuck the socks, you know, the pants into
Oh,
the
hell yeah.
socks. You know,
My boots?
boot them, yeah,
Yeah,
boot them up.
stick them in there. Hell yeah, put the freaking the foot warmers
Oh,
or the
yeah.
hand warmers
Little,
in the
little
boots.
toasties.
Yep, hell yeah, put them in the fucking. You got the you know the.
It's like 50 degrees out. You still got the hand warmers.
No, I don't know about that. I just all I gotta do is walk from the house to the mailbox and I'll overheat.
Well,
that weather.
it's colder in the city. Usually, like on the
Hell,
island,
yeah.
it's nicer on the island. You know, it'd be like 38 degrees on the island. You go to the
Yeah,
city, it's
buddy.
fucking 30 degrees.
Yeah, buddy. And when we did get there, it we got hit with a snowstorm. We went into what is it? The Hard Rock Cafe
Cafe, yep.
in Times Square. Went in, sat down, came out, and fucking like 3 inches in an hour.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. Thank God it was coming behind us as we were heading east.
Yeah, so you were going with it.
Right,
Wind, the
so-
wind wasn't that bad.
Well, we actually managed to get ahead of it after we left Manhattan, after
Mhm.
we came out.
Mhm.
But I mean, like an hour and a half, 2 hour trip took like 2.5, 3 hours to get back out of Manhattan into Long Island. But once we got home, it started hammering. But the people that came to visit us,
Yeah.
they had to drive upstate New York dead straight into the
into
storm.
the storm.
Oh,
Into the
Yeah.
storm they go.
Absolutely, that sucked.
I haven't seen the snow in years.
Really?
You haven't seen snow in years.
We're gonna have
Huh.
to.
I think the last time I went, I was right around 17 or 18. My grandmother had just died, and I
Had
took a
to go up
15-hour
there.
drive with my brother, his girlfriend, and my ex-boyfriend at the time, all the way to Michigan.
No shit. And the Michigan snow, that's chilly.
Yeah,
It's gross.
that's
Chilly,
brutal.
chilly.
Yeah, that's a little.
It's a gross state, so yeah, their snow is just gross.
Yeah, I'd been down here for years and years, and I spent last year in Cincinnati
Ooh.
for the winter.
Mhm.
Oof.
And
Hot.
once it snowed the first time, yeah, once it snowed the
Hot.
first time, there was snow on the ground all the way to the end. of
That was
winter.
it,
Yeah.
right?
See, it seems like everybody knows that I don't like the snow because the last time I was in Ohio, their winter really was not that bad. It
Yeah.
snowed a little bit. It
It's
melted.
13 degrees below zero.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a little bit cold.
I can't ever remember it
Nope.
getting that cold on Long Island. Never.
Nope.
I remember one time ever being in that cold, driving a truck. That time I told you, remember, I was
Yeah.
like 6 miles from the Canadian border. Only time ever in my life. And the only time I remember it is because I went to the truck stop, took a shower. Yes, it was cold from the truck to the truck stop, but you don't realize how fucking cold it is till you get out of the shower and walk back from the truck stop to your truck and your hair freezes. Because at the time I had my long curly hair,
Your pores are open. You catching
Frozen.
every single piece of wind that hits you.
frozen, horrible. Sitting in my truck, and I look to the next truck over, and I look down on the side of his truck, and it's got Clearwater, Florida written on it. I'm like, dude, bet you wish you were in Clearwater right now. He looks over, he goes, I bet you do too. I'm like, you have no idea. The two of us like this on the microphone. It's
Did you
freezing.
get that?
Yeah. Copy? Over.
You hear me now?
Right. Oh my god, yeah, that's the only time I've ever had that 13 below zero, dude.
With the wind chill.
No, that's before the wind chill, right?
Jeez.
Yeah,
That's
I don't know.
nuts.
I didn't stick around or stay awake long enough.
Yeah,
I know
they
that-
were they were like you guys picked the perfect time to come up here. This is the worst winter we've had yet.
that's what happened to us when we went
Yeah.
to New York.
This is supposed to be our worst winter.
Yeah.
You guys picked this year to come up.
The first
It
time we
was
went
funny,
to
you
New
always
York.
hear that.
Yep.
You always hear that. Oh, this is the worst that we ever got it.
No,
it
that's
wasn't.
serious.
Yeah, and then I heard it
Flash?
from the newscasters
Yeah.
too. You know,
This is the worst winter. Yeah.
yeah.
Yep. Everybody was blaming it on us that we came to New York and brought this shitty ass winter from Florida. I'm like, dude, it's freaking sunny and 70 in Florida. If I brought anything, it was sunshine. Rays of hope.
Trying to help you out.
I raised the roof, okay?
Enough said,
Yeah,
man.
so I got to drive in the snow and all that stuff last year.
Yeah.
That was cool.
I didn't do so good when I first started driving in the snow in a car. It's different in a truck. I don't know what it is. I could drive in the snow in a truck, no problem. Never had any incidences. Knock
Yeah,
on wood.
Because of the fucking weight of the truck.
Yeah, they
No,
say
you
there's a-
slide faster, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. And it's harder to stop, and you slide longer distances.
Oh,
You know,
I
you
would
got-
just think it'd be like the traction of the tire.
Oh hell,
That's what I
no.
would think.
You have
Yeah.
3,000 pounds average car as opposed to 80,000 pounds every truck
With the load.
with the load
With the
because you're
load.
only legal 80,000 pounds,
Yeah.
79.9. So 80,000 pounds ain't stopping on the dryness. Never mind, you know what I'm saying?
On a fucking slick
On
road.
the slick road.
Oh, there's some
There was
black
one
guys.
hill in Central Islip. And Johnny, if you're listening, it's Dovecote. Wherever Jeff Talbot lives, the 7-Eleven is on that road. I think it's Dovecote. I don't even remember the roads anymore. It's down a hill. You know what a 7-Eleven is on
I know,
Suffolk
yeah, I know
Avenue?
the 7-Eleven
That
is,
road
I'm trying
right
to figure
there. I
out
don't
where
know
the-
what
where the
road. It
hill's
goes up
from.
to half mile. Anyway, down the bottom of the hill, there's a stop sign.
Okay.
I can never make that stop sign. Damn it, to this day, I slid through it every freaking time. And we'd make a joke about it. Me and Silent Mish, we'd make a joke about it. All right. Ready to go for our daily spin? Just touch the brake, nice and easy. Here we go. The dude down the end of the corner of the hill would look for me every day. Go up, here he comes again. Blam! Into the curb. I must have aligned the right side of that car like 7 times in one winter. Yeah. No matter what I did, I hit that damn curb.
Routinely.
Dude, I downshifted one day. Got to the top of the hill, downshifted, and just let her go down the hill on the transmission. Hit the bottom slip. Touched my brakes. But that's what you get when you have Florida tires driving around in the snow.
Yeah, I guess.
I think it was the Florida plates. Might have
I
been
think
the
it was the
Florida
Florida
plates.
plates.
Might have been the Florida.
Yeah,
plates.
if I would've
that,
changed
that
the
had to
plate.
do it. That was it. That's what caused it.
That's what did it, Paul. Put that New York plate on, car pep right up. New York City. Oh my goodness. 8:30 around there. We got a technician coming in. For those of our listeners and watchers today, we might be cutting the show a little bit early if he comes in and finds something wrong with the signal and he has to bust into it. Good morning, Mish. Tony and Mish are the only ones in the chat room this morning.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say.
Yeah, well, no, I think it's funny. It takes everybody.
Oh,
a
I
while.
don't.
Speaking of which, Tony and I were talking about changing the hours of the show, and come the first of the year, I think we were unanimous, and
Talk shit. New word. That's it.
yeah, exactly.
Unanimous.
Unanimous. That means we all agreed. I'm sure everybody else does without even.
We'll just call it unanimous.
These burgers are racist. White Castle.
They've got all these memes
Al
going
Sharpton
up.
standing out in front of it going, "These burgers are racist."
It says all this snow is white. The snow is racist.
I saw that one.
Michael Jackson eating white popcorn is racist. I wish I could help, but this is not a white on black crime.
This is all Al Sharpton.
God gave you your skin color, so why not use it to your advantage?
A race.
Jesse Jackson.
He's got the race card. He's pulled the race card out. Anyway, we're gonna move the show. Probably the first of the year. Pardon me, I got hair sticking out of my hat here. I can tell Silent Mish has been wearing the hat. We're gonna move the show starting at 8 o'clock every morning. Come January 1st. We'll still run it to 3 hours, but it's gonna be 8 to 11 instead of 7 to 10. So I think it's gonna be a lot better time slot listener wise.
Let everyone wake up.
Right.
in.
I mean, we might lose some listeners, those who are on their way to work that early, but you know, tune us in when you're getting ready for work.
That's it.
A lot of things going on
Or
in the
tune us in
news.
after.
Either
You'll
way,
never miss us.
either way, I'd rather have the live listens than the on demands. But either way, every time somebody push play, it counts as a play. And well, we actually over the weekend hit 10,000. What's the number up to now? Do we know?
10,107.
10,107 plays. It's actually probably 10,109 now.
Counting
Yeah.
two.
You know, But I got a cough.
You got a call.
Yeah, we hit 600 followers or 700 followers on Spreaker. We got Stitcher that's where we still broadcast on, which that's all on demand though for anybody who does go to Stitcher. It's STITCHER. Then you would search for Talk Shit Radio Network, but that's all on demand play. And then you got the on demand of SoundCloud and all that good stuff. So I don't have to go through the list. Those of you who've been with us for a while have heard this 100 times. You can also go to facebook.com/Talk Shit TV show and www.talkshitradionetwork.com. That should also have the cameras up right now as well. So let me go and check that out.
You can look
Yeah, you can. I'm gonna go.
You can look at
You
us.
can see my mug in the morning. I got a mug only a mother could love. Ain't that the truth?
I got a mug. It says dance, love, and
Yeah,
sing.
I got a mug. It says coffee filled in my Dunkin' Donuts mug. Mm-mm.
I got a
go
mug
back to
too. It
sleep.
says double D's on the inside.
Oh yeah, you got the other Dunkin' Donuts style. All right, so let's go down. Yeah, see, there we go. It's the UStream. It shows us live right now. I gotta put the yeah. Did you see that? That's blowjob fun. Watch, ready? Here we go. It's got music to it, but here, ready? That's how it starts, and then it's a hot dog. Damn it! I actually
Damn
just took a picture and re-edited that. And for those of you that are wondering what we're talking about, it's that damn video I made, the blowjob fun photo, the one with the two chicks eating a hot dog on their knees.
Enjoying a hot dog together.
Yeah, have you seen that
I
one
didn't
yet?
see that yet.
You didn't see that. Go to www.talkshitradionetwork.com.
Mhm.
Scroll down and you'll see blowjob photo fun down on top of the main pictures. Yeah. So yeah, the Ustream link is up there. I have to get an embed code for the website for YouTube. So, but what else is new? How was your weekend, Tony? I know you guys went up to Ebola River.
Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah, I think they cured Ebola up there because Maria hasn't come back sick in a
No.
while. Yeah. She okay? She hasn't been up.
Yeah, she's fine.
I had something going on Saturday. Man.
Yeah, I
woke
had a
up,
few
I was like,
things.
"Oh, fuck."
You were next. Relax. You were next. I was talking
Wait,
to Tony.
just wait.
He was talking to me.
I figured I'd jump in.
You got me off.
I thought you were done.
Don't be pulling a Joseph now.
I don't know who Joseph.
No, you don't. But he used to fucking pout like a little baby when he got cut off, right? You said something that made me so mad. I was gonna punch you in the face. Yeah, we were live on the air, and I guess I said something he didn't like, and Tony it was like your first week, and all I remember is looking over and seeing Tony's eyes just look at me in disbelief, like, did he really just fucking say that?
He sat there and kept it with them.
Well, he didn't say it on the air. He said it
okay.
after the show when we were out there. He's like, yeah, you said something pissed me off. I was going to punch you in the face. And I look up, and there's Tony looking at me like, shaking his ear like, did he just say what I think he said?
Did you say that?
After he left, we talked about it. He's like, did you hear what he said? I'm like, yeah, I heard it. Yeah, that was the beginning of the end for him.
I was trying not to.
Yeah, that was the beginning of the end for him. That
Yeah, because it's like Vegas in here. You know, what happens in here stays in here.
Unless you're listening.
right.
Unless you're listening.
Holy shit, man! I'm choking on my own freaking spit over here.
Mhm.
So we're at 10,111, 703 followers on just the Spreaker account. That's pretty cool. But anyway, I'd asked Tony, what's going on? How was your weekend? Anything special?
No, nothing special.
Nothing.
Nothing special.
Yeah.
Fishing this weekend? I saw you went out on Friday.
Yeah, I went out. Was it Friday night?
I think so.
I think so. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
'cause
the
it
shrimp
was
are buried up.
Saturday.
As soon as the moon came up, the shrimp just shut off.
Saturday,
Nothing.
you
It's too cold,
posted
yeah.
the video.
It was like,
Yeah.
I'm going to the bottom.
Yeah.
Yep.
They were like, night night. Bye bye.
We're burying up.
Bye bye now. We don't like you.
So, yeah, even one of the big 4-trawl boats went out last night, the night
Mhm.
before
They
last.
came in early.
No, they worked all night
Did they?
for 100 pounds.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was it.
Didn't even cover the fuel, did they?
Yeah, usually they're catching like 800, 1,100 pounds
On a slow night, probably.
on an average night. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and then so
On a
100
slow-
pounds.
on a slow night.
See, I've
Yeah.
I've heard stories, and they're probably, you know, the one-armed fisherman stories of thousands of pounds coming back with the boat, like almost swamped. It was so heavy with shrimp. Whether it's true or not, it's those fisherman stories. So I don't know. But you're a shrimper. Is that
It depends how long they were out. I mean,
you,
you know,
can't do that at night, can you?
No.
It's almost physically
You gotta
impossible.
stay out there for days.
That's probably
Yeah.
what it was. Those dudes probably were out there for days.
yeah, because the most I see these guys catching is 1,100 pounds. You know, that's for a 4 trawl boat. Those are live
In
shrimp.
a couple days.
No, in one
in a-
night.
In one. Oh, okay. 4 trawler.
A
Sure.
4 trawler,
Yeah.
1,100 pounds.
Yeah, well, what do you average on a good night? You figure you average, 20, 30 pounds a pull.
They would have to
Or
be.
what do you call it? A drag?
Yeah.
A drag.
Now, what do you do with the live shrimp? Put them in a live
You know,
well.
a live well bait. Yeah, that's constantly circulating. You're just sucking water out of the Gulf, circulating it, and then pumping it right back in, right?
Yep.
So it's like they never really came out of their environment except for the gank out of the water back into the same water they've been in, just
Yeah.
different
Right.
environment.
Right.
That's pretty cool. I always when I was a kid used to go and grab the shrimp out of the live well and go be free, go be free, you're free. My dad was like, "What the hell are you doing?" Said them free, Dad.
Same way.
Throwing about 30
Set
in.
them free, Dad. You be
That was
down
our
there with the
dinner.
net. Get them damn things. That cost me money.
Live.
Swim away, swim away. Oh Jesus!
Do they even swim or do they just kind of
They do this
Flap
weird
down.
flapping thing. You ever watch a lobster swim? How they flap their tail and they swim, but shrimp are a little more. They
Backwards.
look a little more efficient than lobster. Lobster are a little erratic when they swim.
Yeah, shrimp.
Shrimp kind of got this good little glide going on.
Yeah, well, they got all those flappers on the
Oh,
bottom
that's
of
right.
the tail.
Well, so do lobster, don't they? Or is it just the back?
No,
fin?
They,
No,
they
that
do, but they're
Yeah,
yeah.
They got
got them big claws and weight them
Claws,
down in the
yeah.
front. Whoa!
Now, don't lobsters go
Yeah.
backwards?
Yeah, they drag the
They
head
go,
like that.
yeah, they go backwards.
just dragging his feet like shit?
Right.
This
Damn it, these fucks! Somebody rip these things off.
Oh, yeah, you can see. I mean, if they bend their body, they will go backwards. You can see
Yeah.
them go backwards.
Yeah,
But for the most part, they
Shrimp
they just
swim.
dive right down.
do they?
Yeah,
That's
they just
funny.
kind of glide right down like that.
lobsters remind me of really buff dudes.
Yeah. in the crustacean world. Look out for me, dude.
I can't win.
I'm here to.
I think you watch too much SpongeBob.
Yeah, enough said.
Yeah,
Me
no,
too,
that's
man.
exactly what I thought of.
Isn't there that
Yeah,
one
exactly.
lobster on
Yeah,
SpongeBob that's
yeah,
all buffed
that's
up?
all buffed
Okay,
up like that,
yeah.
That's why I could picture it too.
Yeah.
He's
I had-
always on that bikini
Yeah,
beach.
I had no problem picturing it too, so that's really bad because I probably watched same
Too
amount
much
of
SpongeBob.
Tim, where you at this weekend, bro? I see you. You got a little facial grooming going on, dude.
Yeah,
What's
I had
the
to do
deal?
a little shaving. Yesterday I woke up
Mm-hmm.
a little late. You know, it was like lunchtime at the time I woke up.
Right.
And I got a peanut butter and jelly sandwich when I woke up because I didn't want any turkey or
Uh oh.
like that. So I'm not a messy eater by any means, you know, whatsoever.
Right.
I'm pretty neat. If anyone went out with me to dinner, I'm the neatest person ever. You know, I wipe my mouth every time.
I can already see where this is going.
Well, so I eat my peanut butter jelly sandwich and sitting there in the bedroom watching TV.
Oh man.
I'm sitting there playing with my little mustache hair. I start pulling little pieces of peanut butter out of my fucking whiskers.
I knew it.
And I thought it was the grossest thing in the world. So I
That was
got
it
up.
for the flavor saver.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought of. So I went into the bathroom. I started washing my face, and I was like, you know what?
I know what you pictured, but we won't even
No.
mention that.
I didn't picture anything. I pictured the peanut butter in my fucking whiskers.
Uh-huh.
So I get to the bathroom. I start doing the shave. And I was like, I might as well just cut it all off. There's no point of leaving a little bit. So
You
I
started
started
experimenting.
fresh. So I started fresh.
Nice.
But
Fucking chop it out.
yeah, I got little pork chops coming down now.
Yeah.
So
I finally got rid of the
If you
spread.
don't know where my mouth is.
Yeah, it's right here.
yeah, it's right here. It's pointing. Well, I was gonna try to keep a little of the mustache and a little goatee so I could connect, but
Yeah,
I couldn't reach. reach.
Didn't work.
It couldn't reach.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. I got rid of the little shaggy do thing.
Yeah.
You know, I finally figured it out though. If I just let this grow and then like trim that, and let the bottom and then this,
Let
and
this
just
grow a
one-
little bit.
Yeah,
just
because
leave-
anything right here, it just looks horrible. It looks like a 30-year-old shag carpet that's been ripped apart. Yeah, and actually, the shag carpet's a little more thick. Well,
What?
who the hell am I
Yeah.
kidding?
Well,
It's a
I
lot
don't
more
usually let mine grow out like this, all full out like
Yeah,
this
you-
because I usually trim it up.
thick. If you took
But it's winter
If
time.
you took
so
Tony, if you went like this, covered everything up with your mustache, that's the amount of hair I got on my whole face. What he's got on his upper lip, that's how pathetic I can get. And it would take me about 6 months to grow that amount of hair. That's what's horrible about it.
and
So
if
don't
you're
get me
all-
wrong,
if you're
my
all
legs,
patchy,
my arms, everything else just grows.
just the
for my,
face.
except for my freaking facial hair. Man.
It's all patchy.
My buddy Mike the mechanic, 5 o'clock shadow, 10 minutes after he shaved. I'm laughing at him. I shaved yesterday and it's still, well, it may be down here where,
Where it grows.
like I
can't
said,
tell.
Where it
yeah,
grows.
no,
you
you
can't tell
not
from
at all.
looking. Yeah.
Yeah, not at all. That might be a combination of the grays coming in or just the color of my natural hair or just that it grows so damn slow.
I think it's the grays.
Shut the fuck up. I'm going with the grow so slow.
Yeah.
Shit, I'd rather have gray hair than fucking no hair. Tell you that.
I don't know, man. Till you get all the gray hair and then you shave it all off.
Well, you shave it by choice.
I do. Yeah. Which I'm getting there. It's getting out of hand.
I couldn't.
Yeah, it's getting to the point where I got to take freaking the dick to it.
Mm.
What about you? Anything exciting this weekend?
I was gonna say,
So, yeah, I ain't
got-
shaved in a while.
I got a wax.
Right?
I knew this girl that worked at the Circle K down off 50 and Mariner, I believe it is.
Mm-hmm.
And she had a goat beard, man.
What?
Yeah.
little-
Oh, what?
The
She
goat
tried
beard.
dating my
Oh,
brother.
oh.
Yeah.
Bah.
It just
Yeah.
glistened in the sunlight. And every time she went up to me, like, finally, I was like, "Can I get 3 on pump 2?" And she could never figure out why I was doing it.
This is it, pump.
How do you not
Ew.
notice that hair?
Yeah, I know. Do you not
Yeah,
like?
it was hard. When I was working at that speedway in Cincinnati, there's this woman that came in there all the time. Her and her husband, I guess they worked together. And they hauled junk. Really, that's what they did. She come in there. She
Make
got.
good money.
I mean, she had a beard. Hold the mustache, the beard, everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Like-
And it's like, how do you not stare at someone like that when you
Motherfucker.
don't see that every
Especially
day?
when they got ginormous tits. You can tell it's a woman, and they got a thicker beard on their
Yeah,
face.
well, she
than
was. I
you
mean,
do.
she was a big woman anyway.
Yeah, well,
But still,
then
she would
she
come.
had
She
really
was friendly.
big boobs.
She was nice. She was very nice. They came
Yeah.
She came into the store almost every other day.
What's scary is you go, "Hi, ma'am, how are you?" She turns around and goes, "Hi, how are you?" I want my mom.
See, that's why I'm glad I don't have very manly features. Because as soon as people come to my job after,
It's got to
talking
be
to
fun
me-
for you over the phone.
Oh,
Hello, sir.
well, I don't wear a name tag, so if they do think it's a boy on the phone and they come into my job, they can't be like, "It was her I was talking to." No, it wasn't. It
I
was
don't know
him.
what you're talking about. Yeah, right. It's this dude.
It was the one armed man.
As she's
It
getting,
was him that called you an asshole.
as she's going through her interview process, she's like, "All right, I got to hear everybody's voice." This guy. As soon as she hears somebody who's close, there's the full guy.
You would be my minion.
Oh Jesus.
But no, I just went to the hospital pretty much. That was my weekend.
That was it, huh? Because of the daughter.
Sick babies.
Oof. Still no good, huh?
Nah, man. And like I was telling Timmy, I was like, I don't know if you've ever seen a kid throw up. I know you have, and I'm sure Tony has. But at 3 years old, those tiny little things over a normal sized toilet is just awkward looking.
Especially when they're vomiting out as much as you do.
Yeah. Well, she hasn't eaten really in 3 days, and I'm trying to give her anything. Just drink some
Yeah.
water so she won't throw up bile. She's pretty much slept, and you guys saw her. She's nuttier than a fruitcake.
Yeah.
Jabba the Nut running around, and she's been on the couch.
She feeling better?
She was asleep when I left.
That's
She wasn't running a fever or anything.
well, that's
so,
good. That's good. That whatever that was that
Fucking
went around.
daycare.
Yes.
yeah.
Absolutely. The minute you put your kid in
8
daycare,
hours.
you're susceptible to everybody.
Mhm.
Yeah, we had that problem when we had a couple of days.
When-
We quit doing it.
Yeah. Even kindergarten. Remember that shit? You never fucking got sick until your kid started going to school. It was like
Thing.
every week you were something.
I
It was
asked
horrible.
the daycare teacher, I was like, is there anything like I can donate to the class? Is there anything you guys need? And
Yeah, like
Antiseptic.
Lysol,
was
antiseptic
like,
spray.
Do you guys
right?
take hand sanitizer? She's like, no, we don't use it.
You
And as I'm
should.
walking out of the classroom, I see 6 kids with their fingers up their nose, sucking on their boogers. I'm like,
Yum.
and you don't need, okay.
And you guys say you don't need
Kaylee, hand
rinse.
sanitizer.
right?
I'm going to
Here,
clip
put
it
this
to
in
you.
your pocket.
I'm gonna clip it to you.
Nope, said. Put it in
Use
your pocket.
this. Squeeze. Rub.
She loves hand sanitizer. That's one thing. She does like to wash her hands.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But she does like to pick her nose and eat it.
Ugh.
It's so nasty.
I think I'll have some coffee.
Kids are gross.
hmm The problem that bothers me the most is I've never seen lice run rancid before like I've seen through these schools. Every other week in grade school, every other week we were getting a notice home. This one's got lice, that one's got lice. This finally it got to the point where Angela's hair was hairsprayed and like plastered to her head. The lice would jump on it and be like, oh, thud, and hit the floor like, Jesus Christ, I just hit a force
It was
field.
like The Simpsons with that big dome.
Yeah, exactly, man. They would hit that thing and and slide. Yeah, forget it, man. We
Well, see,
dealt
it's
with it.
funny because everybody blames it on the dirty kid class. But
Mhm.
actually,
no,
he's the only one I get
that
the shit
doesn't
to.
It's
have
the
lice.
cleanest person. It's
Right.
the cleanest person.
Yep.
that's
Because
got
they
it.
don't like dirty hair.
They
Nope.
don't. They,
They
are
want
clean
the
They
parasites.
want
clean.
They want
They want the
movement.
clean hair.
Yeah.
They want movement.
Dirty little clean bugs.
Because
You
I
know?
couldn't figure it out either. I used to spray the shit out of my kid's hair.
Mhm.
And finally, I got bangs cut in there because she wouldn't let me do her hair anymore. So I
Yeah.
was like, I'll cut bangs.
Yep.
Once the bangs came, she wouldn't even let me brush it. So, you know, whatever. All of a sudden, I wasn't putting the hairspray or the gel in there like I was. Took her to the YMCA and
Bang. Yep. That sucks.
$80 in lice treatments,
Yep.
2 bottles of apple cider vinegar.
Yep.
Finally, I found a louse that was in the water just taking back strokes. And I said, here come the clippers. They're gone.
And at her age, you can do that without it being traumatizing, really.
But I'm still getting really agitated because the other day, full pink again. Oh, little boy, little boy, little boy. I'm like, look, it's a little girl. And then yet again, after I'd even
I'm
told
gonna,
him it
I'm
was a
gonna
little
buy
girl,
her a shirt that
4 more
says, I'm
times
a
they said
fucking
little boy.
girl. Just because I have short hair, I'm wearing pink. Wake up or some shit like that.
yeah, at the hospital.
That's
And I
funny.
swear the doctor at the hospital was stoned. I mean, his
Probably
eyes
he's
looked
probably
like
writing
his
himself
receptacle
prescriptions.
bins.
Yeah, he's just dipping
Hey
into the
man, I'm
medical.
running out of.
We
Let
might
me
do
write
it.
another one, dude. I'll get another 150 perks. Operation? Okay, money. I could get more pills.
No, I think he was an Ebola candidate.
Ebola candidate.
He
Speaking of
looked hungry.
speaking of Ebola,
We
I
bowl
saw-
on this lane.
Speaking of Ebola, I saw something about Ebola in the news that says the government has covered it up and all of this. Is the government covering up Ebola? What do you think? Use your fucking head.
Yes.
it's that new guy that they put in charge.
What is it? What is his title? What the hell's his title?
Yeah, I can't remember. We talked about when when Obama first put him up there
Yep.
as the head of the
not the
spokesman
Yeah.
for their Ebola
Movement.
whatever. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a movement.
See, that's the
alright.
problem.
Big giant shitty movement.
yeah.
You
Because
put shit into the, you put shit to run it, so we don't even know what's going on because we don't want to listen to
because
shit.
the guy they put in charge of being the spokesman and whatever has no medical background.
Is it the guidance and monitoring of movement of persons in the U.S.?
What?
That's what I just read.
What?
The monitoring and movement of persons with exposure to Ebola virus.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're watching everybody who's been exposed to it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're doing a great. Yeah.
Which, yeah, I was just gonna say, which they're not. They just can't. It's impossible. That's
Oh
like,
hey, Ebola
using
patient
drones.
D just
Yeah.
called on a
not the
doorknob.
drones. Oh my
Using
god.
drones.
Anything but hey, Cosby speaks out. The comedian broke his silence on sexual assault. And I bet you all it sounds like is bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Bullshit, lie, 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 bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Of
Damage
course.
sorry.
control.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. It's damage control.
What are you sorry for? I don't know. But I'm sorry.
You didn't do it. Why?
I didn't do it, but I'm sorry.
We're just gonna say sorry ahead of time,
Right.
just in case.
Cheney on torture. I'd do it again. Dude, just being in the position you're in is enough torture for us, okay?
Right.
FBI investigating hanging death of black teen.
I was just
Oh.
reading that one. Is that the North Carolina team?
I
don't know.
I don't know.
Well, I've got the
Hum,
story
hum,
right
hum, hum,
here.
hum, hum. Go
If it's
for
the
it.
same one, in Bladenboro, North Carolina, a young African American boy had supposedly committed suicide.
Mhm.
Well, the mother is, of course, taking it where it should be. She is ruling it a lynching.
Same thing. Same. Yeah. So go ahead.
Yeah.
Talk about it some more.
So here's a little bit of it. Claudia Lacey says that she can accept anything, even that her youngest son committed suicide, if it's proven and explained to her. So she doesn't understand why her kid would have done this. I guess there's no explanation for it. Local and state investigators have done neither to support their theory that Lennon Lacey hanged himself one summer night. They quote that all I've ever asked for is what is due, owed rightfully to me and my family, justice. Prove to me what happened to my child. And it goes on. She's just really pissed because she's saying that the police are not doing enough to prove that this was actually a suicide.
Yeah.
But to
Yeah.
go in the papers and say a lynching, that's
Yeah,
to me,
that's
a little
bold. I have
Yeah.
audio from that. That's definitely bold. Here's the audio.
And
on
it
this.
goes on.
The hanging death of a 17-year-old African-American boy in North Carolina is now under new scrutiny today. Residents of the town of Blandboro marched in honor of the young man yesterday. The August 29th death of Lennon Lacey will now be investigated by federal authorities. Lacey's mother addressed the crowd.
I just want to say thank you. I appreciate all the support. The FBI have agreed to look into it, and that's what I want.
We'll look into it.
Questions that have not been answered. There are things that happened that has not been explained to me.
Let's bring in the Reverend Gregory Taylor. Reverend
Huh?
You didn't have to have it that loud.
Oh no.
No.
Oh. I don't. It's hard.
'Cause it's
for me
like
to-
squealing, screaming in my
Is
ear.
it?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
over now.
Like what you said. They're gonna look into it. They're gonna put it on somebody's desk. He's gonna go.
Pass it off to the next.
I have the
Just to
mother's
shut her
theory
up.
right here.
Go ahead.
She says that he may have either been strangled somewhere else or been placed there, or he was hung there while people were around watching him die. Those are the three theories she puts out.
Did anyone say that they witnessed it?
No, the mother was actually called to the scene after the boy was pulled down and put into a body bag.
You know, it could be anything. This could be, and in reality, this could just be her way of displacing that pain.
Yep.
I can't really. I don't know. I don't really have much
Some people
shit
just
to
don't
talk
wanna
about that.
accept,
Yeah, exactly.
You know, that people have problems. It may not be a cause of the mother, it may not be a cause of the family, but that boy might have been unhappy with something in his life that
Yeah.
he wasn't telling anybody about.
Right. And it couldn't. It might not have been things that are going on in his immediate life. It could have been his past. Could have
Yeah.
been anything. God knows. Who the hell knows? But to go to the FBI like that is like Michael Brown's parents saying that my child is an angel and he didn't deserve to die. And not that I say he deserved to die, but he wasn't no angel. So this kid was definitely, could have been suffering. Who the hell knows? Who the hell knows? I mean, what's her? I don't know. I mean, did she have enemies or something like that to even make her
Statement.
think that
I
I mean,
I read the whole thing. I didn't see. That's why to
was
me,
the kid a gangster that he
Yeah.
might have all those enemies out there or something?
He was
I
a
don't-
gangster. They wouldn't have friggin' hung him.
Well,
right?
you
Yeah,
never know.
I don't.
To make a point, you never know. Oh,
I mean, like, it just doesn't make any sense. I mean, you
No.
don't hear very many white gangs running around lynching people.
no.
you know.
Well, unless you're
That's
talking
the
about
KKK out there,
KKK.
Aryans.
Well, we've made it to 7:39 today, and we've had no hiccups in the signal, which is good. So we'll see what happens when the technician gets here. He'll be here around 8:30. See how that goes.
Yeah, because on Friday, didn't we have a problem? Like the
Seven-
first 10 minutes,
se-
first
6 or
somewhere in
7
the
minutes
yeah,
into
first
it,
somewhere in the first 10 minutes.
And I was actually hoping that it did something. Not that I'm hoping our broadcast gets disrupted, but I'm hoping that it did something for the simple reason that I could show him on the log, the log history here, what happened. Who the hell knows? This is my luck. Go figure. It's like when you take the car to the mechanic, it's making this funny noise, and it never makes that noise until you leave the mechanic's office. Drive around the corner, it goes. Duk, 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 duk. You're like, son of a bitch. Turn around, get back up there. It's like, duk, duk, duk.
Yeah, it stops doing it.
Yep. It's like it knows. He's gonna wrench on me. Congress halted the war on medical marijuana last night. A bill approved yesterday will effectively block the Department of Justice from arresting or prosecuting anyone who sells or uses medical marijuana in states where the drug is legal. So no more raids out in Colorado and all of that.
Yeah, no more raids anywhere.
Thank God.
And that new their new budget.
Yeah.
Their new budget passed.
Yeah, wasn't it like something trillion?
1.1 trillion or
Yeah.
something like that. But either way, they let the immigration thing go through
They did.
only because it only lasts until like January or February.
Oh, okay.
So if you don't sign up by then you're not getting.
Okay, but it also on the truck drivers how they have to. This would interest you. You know how they have to take
Mhm.
time off between routes now. They don't. That's been repealed in this
They
new bill.
changed
Yep,
the service
they took.
hours.
Yep, they took that where they don't have to have 2 days off before they have to drive again.
Yeah, on a 70-hour work week. you have
That's
to have-
gone. That's gone.
So they could just drive at their discretion.
Well, see,
If
the
they
way it
feel
used
good
to
enough.
be, the way it used to
Yep.
be is I could make it all the way out to California,
Yeah.
get my load dropped, get loaded again onto my trailer, get all the way up to Salinas, California, all right, and get ready to head back. But I've run out of my hours on a 70-hour work week,
So you had to take a break.
48 hours.
Mhm.
You have to shut down
So
48
now you're
hours.
sitting there 48 hours waiting until you start your shift again.
Right,
Not
whether you're
anymore.
tired or
Not
not.
anymore.
They just changed. They just
Yeah,
said they don't have
wow.
to do that anymore.
Wow. That's gonna
And
cause, that this
The
gonna-
gonna say, you
recreational,
think that's
the
gonna be-
recreational marijuana in Washington D.C. They blocked it.
there's no recreational marijuana.
They blocked it.
Why?
I don't know. That's
I
all
told
included
you.
in this budget. There's more stuff, but I couldn't find the article on what all of it was. But those are
I
all the
knew
things
there was
that,
no
that came
way.
with passing this new budget.
That's fucked up.
In the new budget, there's more stuff that's in there, but I didn't read all into it. I read it like Saturday or Friday or something.
It's that's crazy, dude. What a
Yeah.
bullshit deal.
So yeah.
You think it's a good thing that they're allowing truckers to drive at their discretion now?
Nope.
I don't think
Nope,
so.
not at all. That 70 hours, you would be surprised, and I know there's a lot of truck drivers out there that will argue with me over this. I don't need that 70, that 48 hour. That actual 48-hour shutdown gives your body time to unwind. Okay, I used to run like a rabid dog. Go to New York, go to Boston, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, drop
all in 70
15
hours
in less than 70.
less.
Be back home before I hit my 70 hours. That kind of running took its toll. I can't do it anymore. I can't say that I can't do it anymore. If I ran illegal, I could do it with my eyes closed. I know I can. But that kind of running, it puts a lot of lives at risk. Not only the driver, the truck driver. Just think about it like this. You're heading up 95. You're next to one of these drivers that have been driving for 70 plus hours, and he falls asleep behind the wheel.
Oh, and he's swaying into you.
Swaying into you. Fuck, he comes over in your lane, all right, plants you between the guardrail and his trailer because he
Now you're
fell
stuck.
asleep. Right. Because he didn't have that 48 hours to unwind. I don't care if you get you 8 hours of sleep every night. You got to have just, and what I used to try to do is get out of the truck. If I had to shut down, if I ran out of hours and I had to shut down for that 48 hours, I'd go and get a hotel. Park the truck, get out of the truck for 2 days, 48 hours. Shit, shower, shave, relax, eat, have somewhat of a normal time, and then get back in the truck, and you actually feel really refreshed. So do I agree with it? No. Accidents will go up.
See, I do that now. I'm not even a truck driver, but I
Mhm.
know if I only go on maybe a couple hours of sleep a night,
Yeah.
I'm drained.
It's dangerous. It's real dangerous. I'm guilty of it myself a few times, driving down the road, calling Michelle, talking to her, hey baby, I'm getting ready to pull over. I'm getting real tired. Come across the North Carolina state, line
Line.
at what is that? South of the border there.
Yep.
Cross that,
Hitro.
fucking fall asleep. Wake up, 30 foot off the road, in the ditch.
Mhm.
Panic, stomp on the gas pedal, gank the wheel back out onto the road, fishtail a couple times, gain control of the truck, set the cruise, call Michelle up. Well, babe, I'm kind of wide awake now.
I can go for another 30 hours.
No, I went right to that welcoming station, pulled over, and went to sleep. But that'll just go to show you what pushing that hard will do to you.
See, I mean, even if you don't fall asleep, just your reaction time when you're
Yes.
exhausted is nothing like it should be.
Not whatsoever. You shouldn't. I don't. That should not. That should be repealed or whatever the word is again. Oh man, I just farted, you guys. Just figured I'd let you know.
We're taking a break.
So yeah, time to take a break. Delightful. St. Petersburg speaks up on peer ideas. 8 teams pick to develop renderings. Yeah, for the new St. Pete Pier, and don't you think there's a little more important things to do with the money down there than to revitalize this pier? It's a
So
big.
look like a damn
Is it-
UFO.
It's a tourist attraction.
Is it used? Do you
I
know?
don't know what the hell it's been used for. I've never even been inside
There
the damn
fares
thing.
on there.
Who knows, dude? Have you ever
There
been
was-
inside the pier?
I've heard
No.
there's a
Down in St.
lot of
Pete?
little
I have
shopping
not. It's
plazas
got
and
shopping
restaurants.
plazas, restaurants.
That's
Because
it.
a lot of people lost their jobs when they shut that place down.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that. But I mean, what is the? It's just
It's a tourist attraction.
That's
You
what
go
it
down to
is.
the
Tourist
beach.
attraction.
It's kind of like I don't know if you guys have ever been to California. Santa Monica Beach
Yeah.
has a big
Yeah.
giant pier down there, and
yeah, Santa
yeah,
Monica
it's kind of
Pier.
like you guys for Long Island, right?
Yeah.
You guys had that big pier that
Yeah.
the hurricane hit.
Yep.
It's kind of like that, you know. You got
Coney
all these
Island?
attractions.
Oh yeah. I was thinking Myrtle Beach with all the outside shops
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah,
right there.
yeah. But I mean, Coney Island, same principle. Coney
Mhm.
Island's, it was kind of dead.
When I was
Or dying.
when I was alive, wasn't no
Well, you're
activity
not alive
going on.
anymore?
No, not alive anymore. There's nothing going on over there.
Yeah, no.
Well,
He says, when I was alive, well, you're not alive anymore, bro. You're dead.
I woke
Yeah.
up dead.
I'm dead now.
Right? I can only remember going to Coney Island when I was a kid, and I can only remember going there. I don't remember anything about being there. Does that make sense? Like, I don't remember the
No,
rides. I don't remember
makes-
walking
that makes
around.
Total sense. It
Yeah,
does.
but I remember going there as a
But you
kid.
don't remember anything about
I remember
it.
seeing pictures of myself there. Let me put it that way. And
For
I was,
Nathan's hot dog, maybe.
I don't know, because I was in a damn freaking carriage, one of the baby buggies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I was small.
Your mind wasn't there.
Yeah, no,
It looks like a lot of people aren't happy about it.
that whole
The whole pier being changed.
yeah.
I mean, there's one guy that instead of putting out hate comments like everybody else, he says, "Well, why don't you put in some fresh fisherman markets so they could just drive up and deliver the fish fresh?"
That's true.
But they just need to fancy it up and leave it alone.
Is there still businesses on that pier though
No, they
that are
closed it down.
operating?
No,
There's
they
nothing.
closed everything down
Everything.
and just tear it down and redo it.
Yeah, they
When-
closed the pier to driving, parking, everything like that, and then they reopened it so people can go back out there and park and shit. But the actual, I guess, inside the place is actually closed. So, what do we got? Plenty of sunshine continues. That's good. It's
Love the
cold though.
sunshine.
Yeah, the temperature's just
Fog.
not climbing. I mean, it's only 34 degrees out right now.
Froggy.
It's very froggy out. What time is it? 7:48 in the morning. All right, so that'll explain. Sun hasn't peeked up over the clouds yet.
Yeah, not really. Yeah, because it's supposed to be a pretty nice day, and then the rest of the week is supposed to be we're supposed to be in the 70s the rest of the week, and the nights are only supposed to be in the 40s and 50s.
Well, you woke up in Citrus Sunday. It was temperature were at the freezing mark in Citrus and Hernando counties.
Yeah.
On Sunday,
It was chill.
it only got up to like the 70s on Sunday.
Only.
Yeah, dude, that's cold for here, man. To be 70 degrees.
It was 60, 65 yesterday.
I'm saying though, I mean, for that to be a high, that's cold for Florida. You know.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Now I know.
Yeah.
now
Now
I
you
know.
know.
Now I
Yeah. He's like, what are you crazy? This ain't cold. Wait till next year. You're gonna be like, holy shit, it's so cold. Blood will be all thinned out. Dude, I put the unit, the head unit for the microphone.
Yeah.
On my side.
Yeah.
God, that thing was digging into me.
Oh yeah, if you put it in the wrong spot, if
Yeah,
you don't have
but-
a low enough pocket, or you put
Yeah.
it up like where your belt would be.
I got an
Gun-
indentation where
Yeah,
the wire was digging in.
Yeah, if you put it down, I put it down in my pocket.
Yeah, that's what I just did. Put it on my
If I-
pocket, turn
If
it
I put it
sideways.
up by where my belt
Whew.
should be,
I'm
It just
wondering what the
digs
hell I gotta
right in.
paint in
It's
my
like you sit there in
side.
that chair. and it's
Pressure
like,
point.
Well, when you got the fat roll that hangs over it,
Uh-huh.
that's what was going on. That's
Yeah,
what was
push
digging
it on it
into
a
it.
little bit
Yeah,
harder.
holy shit.
It was my fat roll,
Dude,
man.
Your
Yeah.
gun is digging
What do you
into my
call
hip.
this? The muffin top, right? Is that the muffin top? That's
Yeah,
what
I
that's
don't
what
have
they
love
call it.
handles. I don't know.
You ain't got muffin top.
That's
my
what they
ass.
call it.
You can put a fancy shirt
Call
over your
love
muffin
handles.
top.
Love
and don't make it a
handles,
cupcake.
muffin top, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Somebody ate the back half of my muffin top all because I got it on one side.
Somebody took half
This
of
shit
it off.
don't hang over in the back. I ain't got no ass.
Rather have a muffin top than a big flabby ass, though. You get rid of the muffin
He
top.
has nothing. He's like,
Tony's like, I'm not too sure if I want to even answer
I
that
don't.
one.
Yeah, I don't want to go there.
Oh,
go there.
man, that's too funny. There is a lot of shit going on. You guys know what's going on in Australia right now, right?
No.
the hostage situation
Yeah.
with ISIS.
Hostage crisis in Australia. Let's see what we got. Unknown number taken captive at Sydney Cafe, forced to display flag. Popular among Sunni Islamic military groups, 5 hostages escaped. Police make contact with gunmen. U.S. consulate evacuated.
Oh.
Oh yeah, yeah. So this ought to be good. If this is if that is it ISIS that's going on?
Um,
I don't know.
I don't know why he's asking for an ISIS flag.
I don't know. Maybe because he's
Maybe.
ISIS, whatever the fuck they
Isl.
call themselves. Yeah.
Isl.
Isls.
Isl.
Yeah. Those Isl terrorists.
Isl.
So I do have audio actually for this, so that's actually pretty cool. Let's see if we can.
I got some audio for that budget thing too. If
Do you?
want.
Yeah,
if you
send it
wanted
over to me.
play it.
Yeah,
Send-
send it over. Let's see what we got. This is
That, but the added pressure of the psychological stress, the sustained raised heart rate, and the sustained stress hormones that they're dealing with will mean that physically they're in a highly acute state. There's a lot of pressure going on all the important systems. And if they've got an underlying chronic condition, we know that in these scenarios, people with asthma or diabetes, it can
This is
also
live
flare
right
up.
now.
So the longer it drags out, the more physical impacts they're going to start to feel.
Okay, and what about the gunman in terms of, the psychology behind
they're
perhaps
just they're just talking
They're just
about
weird.
yeah, exactly, wasting time. It goes on to say Australian police locked down the center of the country's biggest city on Monday after an armed man walked into a busy downtown Sydney cafe, took hostages, and forced them to display an Islamic flag, igniting fears of a jihadist attack. Police said they knew of
Cutting it out here.
yeah.
Twice.
I don't know. We're still good. No bad numbers. Everything's cool.
Twice it skipped.
Did it?
Yep.
Yeah, we're still looking good on both cameras. And the broadcast is still good. We're not frozen, nothing. So, but
Where do you want me to send that to you or?
yeah, you can send it to my personal Facebook. That's fine.
All
And
right.
then I'll go switch over to that. We'll check it out. So this ought to be an interesting thing. I'm gonna keep track of this hostage situation. I'll actually get this link up on Facebook, and this is apparently that live feed we were just watching of what's going on. Pretty cool picture. So, did you send it?
Yeah, I sent it to you.
All right, I'm gonna go over here, and this again is the
The new spending bill. What's
new
in it?
spending
Yeah.
bill, and this is the audio of it.
Yep.
Cool. Let me get this staged up. What else? Has anybody else got anything interesting? I know there's a lot of shit going on.
Yeah,
Protesters
they
ended
just-
up in St. Pete.
Protests in St. Pete.
Really?
They gathered in the city hall of St. Peter's evening. They're protesting all those cops killing people.
Yeah. Well.
That's what's going on right
What
now.
else
But
are
it's
they
made its way
protesting?
to us.
Yeah.
Everyone's following everybody about that now. Now they're
That
doing it in
needs
St.
to be
Pete.
protested, right?
Yeah.
15 seconds. I'll have this audio up. It's just going through its little commercials. But I want to check out the website where they put this on, where they used to broadcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. It's Post TV is where they're broadcasting on. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because it's the Washington Post.
Oh, okay, that's Post TV.
Yeah.
So here we go. Here's the audio on the budget.
Congress's $1 trillion spending bill is more than 1,600 pages long. But don't worry, we read it so you don't have to.
Yikes.
You read it, so you don't have to. That's what everybody says.
A little more than half the cash is slated for the Pentagon. That includes money set aside for fighting the Islamic State.
Skip.
$1 billion will go towards care and relocation of unaccompanied immigrant
the
children crossing the U.S.-Mexico border. And then there are those so-called policy instructions known as riders. They're bound to leave at least a few lawmakers very upset. New this
they're
year,
obvious.
wealthy political donors will be able to give more money to candidates. They'll make the political parties even more influential than those outside political action committees. The bill is also a big win for banks with the rollback of some of those Dodd-Frank financial reforms. And don't forget the $21 million going towards fixing the Capitol Dome. The spending
Capitol
plan
Dome.
ensures that the
Oh, yeah,
government
it's
will stay
collapsing
open
or
until
something,
the end of the
right?
fiscal year in
Yeah, but they
September.
also approved.
Lawmakers are only forking over enough money to keep the Department of Homeland Security open through.
They also approved.
On their contributions for election, they're allowed to. They upped it to where they can contribute whatever they want.
Max donation.
Yeah, they put no cap on it.
And see where I think the complete opposite should be done. Companies should not be able to pour money into the campaign. If you want to run for president, use your own damn money.
Yeah, because now they can accept donations. I mean, they can contributions up to whatever
Yep.
they took
When
the
they-
cap off. Yeah.
When they lobby for their contributions, they can go to the big oil companies and this company and say, "Hey, listen, I'll be all for you if you give me $100 billion for my campaign."
Yeah, so they took that back out. So
Mhm.
there's no cap on it anymore.
That basically
That's
just,
what I mean. They put a lot of stupid shit.
yeah.
It's
But
just a waste
I
of
mean,
money.
isn't that just a way of buying the presidency, dude? Really?
That's how I always viewed it.
Yeah.
But how long has it been going on for?
Hundreds and hundreds
Exactly.
and hundreds and hundreds of
It's
years.
just basically how the
Right.
country's been run.
Let's hear the rest of this. We only got a few seconds left.
February. Remember that the department's responsible for most of the immigration policy. And since
what
Republicans
might
are
be
upset about
done.
what President Obama recently did,
There are actions I have the legal authority to take as president that will help make our immigration system more fair and more just.
It means that there will be yet another fight about immigration between the White House and Congress, starting early next year.
Which basically saying I can do whatever
That
the
was a
fuck I
good way
want.
to end that. I
Yeah.
like the way they ended that. Whatever I want. Which he does. He does. He's got that
He doesn't
power.
have to have, yeah, he doesn't have to have any say
Right.
from
He's
anybody
got
else.
that
He can do
power.
it.
Unfortunately, we are just pawns.
Okay. In the White House budget, okay, there's $222 million for executive mansion operations, a $10 million increase. $10 million
explain what that means.
increase.
So I'm a little
You know, if
The
you
money
weren't so
pays for the
hated, you
National
wouldn't need that.
Security and Homeland Security Councils, the Council of Economic Advisors, the Vice President's Office, and the Executive Residence. The bill doesn't provide any new funding to address security weaknesses at the White House complex.
okay. Gotcha.
But
That's-
the the U.S. Secret Service would be allowed to use some of its funding
of course.
to prepare and train for the next presidential election campaign. The Democrats said, why? Because they're going to try to put Obama in again.
Really?
I don't know. That's the Democrats
You
that
can't.
No.
that
He's
said
not.
it's that
The only way
he's
that
got
can
executive
happen.
actions.
I was just gonna say he can sign an executive order and say, "Hey, you know what? Let's do this for there's no longer."
He could just put us into war and then say, "Hey, we're in the middle of a war. We can't change presidents now." You
Right.
got
All he's got to do is declare nationwide martial law. He stays in for what is it, minimum 10 years if he wants.
something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
And then we have to overthrow him to get him out. He can
Okay.
also declare war on a country
Mhm.
and then say, "Oh no, we can't. Country's too fragile right now. We can't hold any elections." And as long as we're at war,
Why are
or
you going to change hands
or
in the middle of
he
a
can
war?
really do something drastic, sign an executive order taking the elections out
Completely?
completely. The only thing that can happen is Congress can fight it, but if he signs an executive order,
Do whatever the fuck he wants, yeah.
their hands are tied.
Yeah, they can't do anything.
Then again, one way to get him out, overthrow. I
So,
don't see
we-
any other way.
We still got 2 years with him no matter what. He can
Right.
do whatever the fuck
That
he
gets him
wants.
to. I bet you he's already got that draft already written up.
Yeah. He's probably had it written up
Got it
before
in
he
his back pocket, boy.
No, well, before he was in
Where'd you get
office, he
this?
probably
Yeah.
was.
When he goes to bed, he tucks it under the pillow right next to his
Oh,
daughter's
no, he
pregnancy
probably had
test.
it written out before the last election.
Yeah, right. Keeps it right in the safe, right next to his daughter's pregnancy test.
This is all planned.
Did you hear about that? That wasn't planned.
I didn't
His
hear about
daughter's
it.
pregnant.
Yeah.
Mila, whatever her name is. Yeah, it's confirmed. I don't know if it's I don't know if it's satire news or not, but it's all over the place that she's pregnant. Whether it's real or not, I don't know.
Oh, I bet.
Hey,
Michelle is-
even wolves are in the new spending bill.
Wolves are in the new spending bill.
Well, only if you're attacked. There's 1 million in the bill to compensate ranchers for livestock killed by wolves.
Is there anything about like homeless or anything?
Nothing.
No,
Maybe putting some more money into schools.
No, because you know what it is. The homeless don't pay taxes, so why should they give a shit about
Yeah,
it?
who gives
You
a
know,
shit about those?
right? The broke people who don't have any money
Never mind the
can't
fact.
pay any taxes, so why
I don't
should
know,
they give a
Mike.
shit about them?
That page is froze now. I can't move anything on it.
Your computer froze. What a
That
piece of
page
shit!
apparently there it goes.
Ooh.
Something must be happening because it just
Yvonne just posted up this thing on our Facebook page about this cuckoo lady who drove her kids into the water.
yeah.
She's cuckoo.
Ebony Wilkerson, the lady
Yeah.
that drove in Daytona Beach,
Yeah,
Mm,
they're dropping the attempted murder charges.
yeah, because she's
certifiably insane now.
certifiably insane, right?
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I'm bipolar. Should I go ram my car into someone? and say I'm
That's
certifiably
that's not
insane?
sufficient enough.
No, not at all. Yeah.
I hate that they use that as an excuse.
Well,
Personally.
Well,
yeah. I don't know.
She's
Chaos
certifiably
erupts over
insane.
new Air Jordans.
Oh,
Did you hear
no.
about that?
no.
Kids
just-
love their shoes.
I'm just reading the headlines off the CNN. It says white rhino dies, only 5 left in the world.
That's sad.
I guess.
They need to do something about that.
at least if they know of.
Right.
Yeah, if you know there's only that small amount, you should probably put them in a place where they can't be touched.
Because
They're
did you see
trying
that
not to
picture of
do
that
that, though.
plane that they flew over some tribe over there that's never been
Probably ever videotaped or seen.
yeah, it's never been seen before and it's never been contacted by any other
I
human.
didn't see that.
And they showed the picture of the plane and they decided that they weren't going to really try to make contact too easy because the entire plane was covered with spears that they threw from like underneath the whole bottom of the plane. It's nothing. It looks like toothpicks sticking out of the whole plane.
Yeah, because they're like, what the hell is that thing?
They're probably like, there's something coming from the sky, kill it.
Ancient aliens.
Yeah, just imagine how fucked up that tribe is now. They're now drawing that shit on rocks, going it came from the sky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Big bird, big bird.
There's one guy going. Everybody else is going. Oh.
We speared it. It did
Right.
not die.
I wanna
We would worship.
I want to throw out a reminder to all of our listeners and watchers. If you want your house stolen from, robbed, destroyed, don't call Sterling Home Repair LLC. These are the people that so kindly opened their truck onto the side of my car and just kind of like laughed at me when I looked at them. Yeah, so if you want them to steal from you, rob, destroy your shit, then you hire them. But like I said, Sterling Home Repairs, they're a bunch of piece of crap. I sent them an email over the weekend just letting them know that I call them a piece of shit over the internet every day.
No, FYI, you guys are a piece of shit, and I let everybody know that.
Yeah, over the internet on my radio show every day. He sends me an email back. Oh, well, I'll just sue you for slander. I said, go right ahead, dickhead. It's called talk radio.
It's not slander if you actually.
Are a
You
piece of
actually
shit.
are, yeah. There's no rumors going here.
Right? That's like somebody calls me an asshole. I can't sue you for slander. I am an asshole.
You're exactly right.
You're right.
You're right.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Anyway, guys, it is that time. It is break time. We are going to dump out into a commercial real quick. You're listening to Talk Radio, everyone. Thanks for listening, and we'll be right back.
Hey, welcome back to Talk Shit Radio, everyone.
Are you freaking out?
That'll work. Forgot to.
Are you forgetting something?
Yeah, I'm like,
One
hello,
extra.
why?
Well, you got to remember, you got one extra button now.
My mute, right? Oopsie, and I'm looking at myself on the camera now, going, oh, "What the hell's going on?" Yeah, is it on? Oh, duh. So welcome back to Talk Shit Radio, everyone. 17 minutes after 8, waiting for the Bright House technician to get here. Should be 8:30, somewhere around there. And if need be, we're gonna have to end the broadcast a little earlier. Cameras are back up, audio's back up. Excuse me, you can listen to us live and watch us live, both websites, facebook.com/TalkShit TV show, or you can go to www.talkshitradionetwork.com. Scroll down on the homepage, and it has our live broadcast from Ustream playing. And for some reason, yeah, it's got a delay though. Watch, see? You ready? Ready? Wait for it. Wait for it. Anyway,
Wait for it.
for some reason I got to go on to the editing site because the audio link should show that it's live as well.
Yeah, we're
So,
like a minute behind.
yeah, it's 30-40 seconds behind, something
Yeah,
like that. But you can see us on Ustream. You search for Kennedy Studios, or you can go to YouTube and search for Talk Shit TV show. So lot going on in the news, guys. A lot. Before we left, we talked about the White Rhino and ISIS, the hostage situation, all that kind of stuff. Not too many people in the chat room today, I gotta say. Chat's a little slow this morning, huh?
A little
Me
bit.
and Tony are
A little
helloing
bit.
each other.
Yeah, I think you guys are helloing back and forth. Hi, hello. How are you? Hey, how's it going? What's up? What are you doing? Only 6 listeners right now, which is weird. Very weird for a Monday morning. Everybody is
usually
all
everybody
over it.
comes to see what we're doing on Monday.
Manic Monday.
I guess so. That's what I
Is
should have
it
named the
Manic
show
Monday?
again.
It must be.
It must be for everybody else. For here, we're just like, hello, 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 hello.
Echoes going on back
Yeah,
and forth between
right.
the two.
Yeah, and in reality, it's more like this. It's like when you open the door and look in the chat room, there's nobody in here. Shit. So, all right, we got my son was lynched, is what we were talking about. We just listened to the audio. I want to know, like I was saying, what makes her believe that her son was lynched? You know what I'm saying? That somebody, like you were saying, she probably just can't accept the fact. Which, listen, I'm a parent. Tony, you're a parent.
Yes.
It's a hard thing to accept. Parents, what's the saying? Parents should not have to bury their children. So, I mean, I could definitely, no, I can't sympathize with the woman. I can't even imagine what it's like because I don't know, and I don't ever want to know. But
Like we were saying, it's hard enough to see your child throwing up over a toilet
yeah,
and not knowing what to
right,
do for him.
exactly.
But for your son to do something like that and for you not to even know he was depressed.
And that's
or-
what I'm saying. I mean, what makes her think that he was lynched, or
Yeah.
what does she think he was the happiest? Her logic behind that is really.
Yeah.
But where did she come from with saying that she was
That's
lynched
what I
with,
mean, right?
no evidence of a murder?
Right.
Foul play at all.
That's
Well, we don't know if there's any
Yeah,
evidence.
and now was it like in a real public place? Because I didn't catch that part.
Wasn't
Or
it in a-
was it,
in
was
their
it
home
was
or
in a
something?
home.
Was
It was in their
Yeah,
home,
here,
wasn't
let me see. Full story. You got that, Yvonne? Or I got it right here. Let's see where it was, where it happened. This was in Carolina, obviously.
North Carolina. Yep.
Yeah.
I thought I heard something about a tree or whatever, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, committed suicide.
Now that could be why she's saying he
So
was
one
lynched.
summer night, it was overwhelming to me. Let's see. Call from the police investigators. Where the hell is it?
Watch
See it anywhere?
This is
There
all.
it is.
This is
Where?
all a cover up.
Teen had
It's all
asthma.
cover
The
up.
mother killed him.
The teen had asthma, his mother said, and a doctor had recommended he exercise outdoors at night when the temperature and humidity dropped around 10:30. Lennon left his family's small apartment and headed down a dirt road. His family never saw him again alive. So it
So
did not
yes.
happen at the house.
No, it
yeah.
did not.
Just before 7:30 in the morning, he was found hanging from the frame of a swing set in the center of a mobile home community. According to medical documents, his body was covered in fire ants. His mother was called several hours later.
So yeah.
Now I definitely could
That,
understand.
yeah, in South Carolina.
You run on the
Walk-
wrong dirt
walking down-
road.
yeah,
into
walking
the
down the road,
wrong
yeah.
Park.
Yep. Now that can be, good morning, John. How are you this morning? We were wondering where the
Good
hell
morning.
everybody was. That could be a damn good possibility.
Yeah.
If it didn't happen in the house, then I could understand, being led to believe, hey, my son was lynched.
But there's no evidence of it.
There's no evidence that he was depressed either, other than he had asthma and he was told to go jogging at night or exercise at night. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
Left his apartment, turned on the wrong
Yep.
road, wasn't seen again.
that could be a damn good possibility. How the hell was your weekend this weekend, John? Mine was just spectaculicious. Well, hell, you know what the hell's going on here, but Papa got a brand new idea for some things, and John, I don't know if you just joined us, but come the first of the year, we are changing the show time. We will start Talk Shit Radio at 8 o'clock in the morning. Run it the 3 hours from 8 on instead of 7. So
From
7
8 to 11 instead of
right.
7 to 10.
Right. So, and I think that'll give everybody a chance to wake up and scratch their eyes and
Get home from work. And
or get home
Get
from
home
work.
from work,
Right. Right. Yeah, for those of you that work nights. We have a U.S. Marine charged with murder.
Wow.
Yep. I haven't really read into the story. I've been seeing this headline popping up a lot. It's interesting because these are Marines.
Right.
Why are they being charged with murder? But
They're deadly
Isn't that their
people.
job?
well, if you read the story, a U.S. Marine has been charged with murder in the death of a transgender woman who was found strangled in a Philippines hotel room in October. Now, we're not under. You going to school? Heading to work? All right, baby. Have a good day at work. I love you. My daughter, her job is to go to school. We're not in any conflicts in the Philippines. So then it has nothing. There is no war crimes being committed there. He committed crimes against
Crime
another
against-
person.
yeah.
To me, it
So-
kind of sounds like he committed a sexual crime.
Yeah, hate crime.
Not
large
even a
Not
hate
neg-
even
crime.
possibly a raping.
Well, he
well,
could have.
I'll let you know right here. It says her naked body was found with her head in a toilet in an Olongapo hotel room shortly after midnight. Witnesses told police that Pemberton was with Lottie at a local disco before the two checked into a hotel room on the night of October. Okay,
Oh yeah, they were getting freaky leaky.
he probably didn't know she was a he.
And then when it was just taped up, he freaked
Got
out.
back to the hotel room, started doing some playing, stuck his hand down there. His fingers didn't go in anywhere. He thought they were going to go in,
He felt the belly button.
and he felt a little bump and said, "Hey, what the hell's going on over down here?" Yeah, there's something
There's
right.
a lot of theories.
That don't feel like
about
that don't feel like any vagina I ever felt before.
But now you're in the Philippines.
I want to know what goes through your mind right at that second when you realize that you are making out with a guy
never been in a position like that, so I couldn't
my
tell you what
sister's
was going through
husband-
your mind.
Damn 7 is perfect. Damn 7.
Yeah, there she is. Yeah,
Who's that?
I think that's her. Because I clicked on another story and that's what's popping up.
Wow.
Brisbane transgender murder suicide shocks residents. I wouldn't have cared. Sorry.
No, that's different.
It's not her.
No, different.
Upscale Brisbane neighborhood. Nope, different girl.
Yeah.
Now this one,
Um,
I would have done it.
Yeah.
This one you could mistake at a disco. I want to see the other one. I want to see what the mistake was.
Shit. I will be willing to bet he got back, realized it was a dude.
Because the only reason I said that is because it's in the same exact.
John's saying, "Damn, 7 is perfect for him," because I'm sure by 8 o'clock he's at work and it's gonna miss the show that by then.
Right.
So,
The hell's that? Because he just chimed in just a few minutes ago. And
well,
it's
he might
after
have been
8
listening.
now,
He might have
so-
been listening, but not. I don't know. John, you have any answer
It's
for that?
after 8 now, so and he's just
Explain the 7 is perfect, John. Explain it to
yeah,
us.
explain it because
Explain it to
here
me,
you
John.
are not chiming in till after
Tony's
8
calling
o'clock.
you out, dude.
So
I'm gonna have to swap these wires. There's too much pull on that wire there.
there's too much gold. It's not long enough.
My wire's being pulled.
He's too short.
My wire's too short. No, that's too much.
You
Um,
can't get it in.
Yeah, no, it went in, no problem. I was just doing the swappy.
Yeah. So you
I
got it
don't
now.
know. I don't
Sure,
know.
it ain't jerking the side of your head. No more?
No, it's good. No more jerking going on.
Wow, I have to admit that
Except in that hotel room over in the Philippines.
I have to admit that this murder of this transgender woman is way worse.
Really?
She was murdered by her boyfriend.
He.
It.
We were all coming out with it at the same time. I was
It.
drinking coffee.
Right?
It looks more like a female than I do.
It does look damn
So you could mistake it.
female-ish. Post it.
Yeah, so I can look
I'll
at
post
it.
it so you
I
can
don't
see
know
it,
where.
Tony.
Yeah,
Put it up on
I'd commit
Facebook.
murder also.
Well, this one's boyfriend,
Man.
the neighbors
Confusing.
complained of what smelled like dog food and rotting meat.
Oh boy.
Upon entering, officers found human remains.
Ugh.
A Queensland police service statement said police said they found various body parts, cooking, and chemicals, according to the reports.
Sulfuric acid.
Yummy.
Further remains were found in garbage bags.
Her?
Police have yet to
Wow.
formally identify either. I don't want to mess up their names, but
Just go for it.
Yeah,
Ezekiel
fuck it
or
all up.
Volky.
Yeah, that guy.
So it looks like both of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn it, man. Doing some liquidation, I guess, of some things in
Looks
the
like they've
most
been watching
literal
too much
sense.
TV.
Getting rid of. But they were boyfriend and girlfriend. It says right.
Yeah.
So they've been going together for a while.
Was allegedly murdered by her boyfriend,
Yeah.
Marcus Peter Volky, and who
So-
later on took his own life.
He was probably fucking it.
And didn't realize.
Well, probably did realize if he
Listen,
started
now-
dating.
No. There was
They
there
can
was
cover it up
there
that
was
well.
a few
they
stories.
can.
Yes, they can. Dude, let's think about it, man. Okay.
Dark. You don't know.
Right. The chick reaches down there or it reaches down there, puts it where it needs to go, not where you think it's going.
Mhm.
Never turns the light on like she said. Never lets you go down on it. You would never know any difference.
Nope.
Doesn't let you. Oh, I don't like being touched. Don't touch me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
There's
wouldn't.
so many.
No,
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, no, I want to
wouldn't-
see.
wouldn't
Take your
know.
clothes off. Go
Yeah.
stand over there. Put the light on. I want to see what you got. You know what I'm
A
saying?
lot of the
Yeah.
excuses, because I've hung out with a lot of gay people
Mhm.
and stuff like that, and a lot of the transgender use the excuse of a period. I'm on my
But-
period.
But if you're only doing anal to this person, then you would have to have vaginal sex at one point or another. They can't always be on their fucking period.
Women can come up with a million different excuses. I'm on my period.
Women or transvestites.
Well, transvestites, but they use women excuses. I'm on my period. I have a yeast infection.
Yep.
I mean, something that, okay, well, if you still want to have fun, go to the back door.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. True.
Yeah.
True. I didn't even think about that being a legitimate. Hey, listen, I'm on my thing.
So
Here,
if you
I'll
got
let
a
go
girlfriend
here.
that's constantly like, hey,
Yeah. That only likes
might
anal.
want to turn the lights on.
If I
for
were
the
you,
first
I'd
time.
I'd hold the flashlight close to you one day and flip it on and kind of do a little quick peek down there, make sure everything's make sure nothing's hanging lower than yours,
This is duct tape.
right? Yeah, and every once in a while, if you feel
Why do
something
you have
banging across the bottom of
mustache
your
duct
hoo,
tape down
But see, that would never happen to me.
no, like I
It would
said,
never
It would
happen to
never
me
happen
either.
to me ever.
lights got to be on. I want to
Because-
see what's down there.
right? I
I
want
wanna
to
see
the
what it
good
looks like.
Lights or no lights, I want eyeball contact.
Yeah, I want to
first.
touch too. Yeah,
So
I'm gonna poke you down there just to make sure.
enough said.
Do a little Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah, that was funny. He starts walking around, going up to people, and one lady's like, "Oh,"
Oh, he's Australian.
she's like, "Whew, nobody's touched me like that down there in years."
I like the little duck.
Yeah. Quack, quack. Okay, on that note, got quiet all of a sudden. What happened? Well, so far so good. It's 8:30 in the morning, but
he
still no
says
technician.
I.
Huh?
I.
I.
Yeah, I guess that's all he's got to say for
I.
Y7 is perfect.
Yeah.
Captain.
Captain.
Hi, Captain.
He is Irish, so I. No, that
No,
would be
not that guy, he
Scottish.
just said I.
Yeah, right.
That would be Scottish.
Not AYE.
Does that mean I don't know?
Well, he'll chime in one letter at a time.
Yeah,
guess.
because I mean that was only,
that was like us.
Oh,
That day.
yeah,
the word
here,
game.
Okay.
All right, yeah, there you go. Playing the word game. Oh boy. Here we go.
See what
The
comes
word
up
game.
next.
I will be.
Obedience.
Here we go. Tony and I were doing this when we were supposed to sound engineer another show, but we decided to
All
just
right, I guess it's John's turn next, or whoever wants to chime in.
yeah. So we just decided to play the word game. And yeah, we couldn't keep straight face during the show.
Because I was sitting over there running all this stuff, and he was sitting over right next to me, just on the other computer, and they're over here trying to do the show.
Yeah. So that's how it goes. All right, I'm out of that one, guys. Here we go. All right, so if anybody's wondering what's going on, we've decided here to switch the show over from an audio show to a one-word chat show, and it's actually gone to the gutter within about 5 words.
Not even.
What's funny is it doesn't go away. It stays up there. So while you guys are playing that, I'm gonna try and find some news here.
I see I got 3 inmates in Alabama jail escape.
Yeah, didn't something happen to one of them or
No, they were both got away on foot and
Mhm.
had a ride or a car waiting for them nearby where the dogs lost their scent. 2 of them were up for murder, capital murder charges. So
right.
that's life right there. They had a reason, to escape. But the other one, he was only doing burglary charges, armed robbery and burglary.
yeah.
So I mean, instead of figure armed burglary is 2.5 to 5, you're going to be doing 8, 9.
Right.
That's stupid.
Mm.
That's like when I was doing weekends for some traffic bullshit in Hernando County. Some guy he only had like 6 months left, and they were out on detail, and he walked away from the detail. They gave him 5 years for attempted escape.
But now, is it his fault that he walked away? I mean, temptations do arise when you're out
Yes, they
on
do.
trustee.
Yes, they do.
But the CO or the sheriff or whoever's watching you, he has authority to shoot you if you start to walk away.
Yep.
They say, go ahead, if you want to walk away, walk away.
Right.
It's not hurting them in any.
You know what I
Anyway.
never understood was that whole the whole prison thing where you get to leave to go to your job and then you have to check back in. The
I think that's
trustees would do
bullshit.
that.
That's work release, I would think it
Yeah.
would be.
Wicked, dude.
My
That
best
is
friend's
wicked.
brother got that shit.
Really?
And his mom, they would use it. The mom would meet him up at his job so he could hang out with his kids.
See, now, how is that jail? You're leaving to go to your job, come
I
back.
think the only way you're allowed to do that is towards the end of your
Yeah.
sentence if you've been like a model citizen or
You
a
gotta be
model
good.
Just let the
inmate.
fucking guy go. I
At
mean,
that point, yeah.
Yeah.
you're
If you're
getting
gonna let him
room,
do this, you're
room
just
and
wasting money.
board for free. You're going to, you're going to your job.
Right.
I think that the jail gets a percentage of what you take in from this job from your check because it gets sent to the jail.
Yes.
They probably cash if you putting into your your account, your books on the books, whatever it is, in jail, and they're making a profit just because they're letting you out.
The annual cost per inmate. All right. Let's see.
Oh, it's probably a couple of $100 a day.
It's it averages $47,102 a year for to incarcerate an inmate in a state prison.
So figure that's
And
50. That's 52 hours.
Well, that's back in
50 hours.
That was from 2001 to 2009.
What was that number again?
$50 an hour.
47,102. $47,102.
Divided by 365 days.
365.
That's $129.04 a day
Yeah.
per inmate.
Exactly.
Yeah, which
Say
is
you
actually
got-
probably a little low. Well,
Yeah,
no, that's
it-
an average.
Well, you're looking at it as electric, food,
Well, then that's
clothing.
actually probably right. Yeah.
it's everything
Yeah.
all in one day. Cleaning supplies, whatever they
John-
have to get.
John's reading the chat and going, "What the hell is that?" These guys just went off in their own world. We call that the word game, John.
You started it with
You
an I.
started it. You put in I, and then we just went off on the word game, and everybody put in one word, and the conversation goes whichever way it goes.
Yeah.
And this one just happened to go downhill fast. Oh man. But yeah, I mean, I know
$129.
here in Hernando County, I think it's like $50 a day or $100 a day.
That's what I thought it was. I thought it was like
$25
$50,
a day.
$60.
$25 a day, right? I think. I don't know. I think
And-
it's $25 a day.
And the inmates, whoever go out on work release, probably get charged for a day every time
Sounds like, how come the camera's not on for that one?
every time they leave.
I don't mind interrupting. I mean, I don't
No, no.
mind. I don't mind interrupting, but anyway, I don't mean to interrupt. But John goes, okay, and who is coming on whose face? Like I said, it's just that one word thing
And
where
it so sucks
it
being the only
goes-
female in here right now.
yeah, because you guys stay the fuck away from my face. You know what I'm
Right?
saying?
It's like, no.
Tony,
no.
don't spit that.
You were about to find out what's coming on someone's face.
Yeah, that would have been Tony's coffee coming all over Timmy's face because Tony went.
Not coming on my
Yeah, but
face.
you called me. It could have gone all the way around.
Yeah, true. Here is one. Now, here's a totally different number. And this is through the Vera Institute of Justice. This one, what is the price of prisons? What incarceration costs taxpayers? And that's from updated all the way from January 2012 to 7/2012, which is so far the recent one. And Vera researchers found the total taxpayer cost of prisons in the 40 states that participated in the study was 13.9% higher than the cost. Blah 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 blah. So they're saying, out of the 40 states, it costs $39 billion dollars a year, us annually, taxpayers. That's ridiculous. Holy shit! I'm gonna put this up. And that's our prison for profit system that we got going on
Yeah,
there.
that's exactly what it is.
Yep. Exactly.
And there's a lot of jails around the U.S. that are not government owned; they're privately owned also.
Hernando County was one of them till the sheriff's department took it over. It was called CCA, Corrections Corporations of America.
Mm-hmm.
That was such a fuck up organization. I mean, they've been known just to be so stupid to let people go that were in jail for murder and shit like that, just because they're idiots. One of the inmates impregnated one of the guards. Yeah. Oh, just stupid shit. Yep. A few of the guards were having sex with some of the female inmates. I mean, there was
Corruption,
crazy shit going on. Yep.
and then that's when the sheriffs had to take it over.
That's when the sheriffs took over. They threw out Correction Corporations of America and took over the
Because
jail.
they probably got wind of it and they had to step in because the
Yeah,
accusations and the
because
stories and
certainly.
the facts that happened.
Oh yeah, you can't let that go.
No.
That's like that school that they just, with those kids. Come to find out, all those kids have been murdered on that private school.
Yeah. What is that again?
Oh man.
Was that
Jesus,
Sandy
I
Hook?
can't- No, not Sandy Hook. It's up in
This was just
North
like, what-
Florida. It's Dozier
Dozier.
Uh,
There you go,
School
Dozier.
for Boys. Yeah, all the way stemming back to the 1900s. They've been torturing boys for years and years and years and years. They
And they
made
had all those
exhuming
unmarked
bodies
graves,
now
yeah.
for what? A few years now, actually. They've been exhuming children's bodies that were tortured and murdered at this home for boys.
They're doing autopsies, basically.
They're-
Not autopsies,
They're just
but
pulling out
examining
bodies of these
bones.
kids.
examining these
Remains.
bones to make
That's
sure.
it.
Trying to figure out who
Identifying
they
them,
are.
right? Trying to identify them, trying to give the family and loved ones closure.
Where are these-
Just Google. Go ahead on Google and put in dozer, like bulldozer,
Dozer,
school
yeah.
for boys, and you'll be dumbfounded at what you read. The things that went on there were just
Now, were these
horrific.
bodies buried on
Dude,
campus?
they were tortured
No name
and
graves.
murdered,
Unmarked graves.
unmarked graves buried in the back of the,
weren't
the
they
school property.
Shitty little
Little
nailed
crosses.
crosses.
If they died, and the parents questioned it, they always, this one caught a cold and got sick. This one got rheumatic, bubonic plague. This one got this. This one got that. Just horrific.
This one had tuberculosis because that was probably
Right.
raging back then.
Horrific things these kids were going through. Some of the stories, and they're still survivors today because the school was open
Mhm.
till, well, it'll tell you.
1930s. It says they were rebuilding another hall.
Yeah, it was horrific. The school just closed, maybe.
Wow, like 2 or 3 years ago, it
Yeah.
just closed.
Right.
Wow.
And they've been torturing. It's just
Why? Because they were under investigation. I mean, they'll probably say it here, but
I don't
they
know.
had
I
to
don't know why
close.
they closed, but I mean, all of a sudden, they start exhuming, remains of
bodies.
right
That's
remains,
crazy.
and I think that was because someone sung one of the some of the kids that are adults now
Mhm.
started talking, and then they all got together and they did this big investigation.
done that
Or-
fucking
I don't know all the details,
Should have
but
done that years ago.
right, it's all there. It's all there. So, but it's just it was crazy what went on. What's up?
No, I was just looking at this. The sheriff in Arizona, the one that has the tent city.
Tent City.
Yeah, because we were talking about the prison. I was looking to see because he makes the prisoners out there wear pink.
Uh-huh.
They don't have anything special. They they don't even have meat in their diet anymore.
Really?
And,
Well,
yeah,
I
you
can see-
don't. You go to jail for doing a crime. You don't get privileges. whatever.
Nothing. Yeah.
I
What
mean,
is
that's
it?
the way he
this
believes
is
it.
prison, state.
And
It's
they're out in
county,
the tent.
one of the
It's county,
biggest
yeah.
counties in Arizona.
They're out in
I
a
guess.
tent.
County is like 14 million people. So
That's
Yeah.
That's the way it
scary.
should
you
be.
got Korean surplus tents.
Mm-hmm.
And he made a jail outside.
Dude,
Now
it's
it's like
100 and something.
2,400 people.
Yeah, it's 100 and something degrees outside.
Yeah, and they wear pink underwear. Looks like all their bed sheets and everything else is pink.
Pink. I'd be a pissed
Hey.
off inmate.
Used to be white until they put the reds in with it.
Yeah, man. I'd
Yeah,
be one
and I've
pissed
seen a
off
couple
inmate.
of things on him before, but I thought it was cool. You want to do, you want to do some prison time here? This is
Yeah,
what
I
you're gonna
guess
get.
you're right. Yeah, I mean,
Come
you
here
wanna
and wear
screw
pink.
up,
He's got in the jail or whatever. It
they
says.
probably teach you humility. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it says there's like an old Word document thing. The ones that do the flashing and whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, over the tent thing saying vacancy.
Oh Jesus,
Bates Motel.
that's bad.
You want to wear
Oh
pink?
yeah, but I mean, he makes these people work for whatever it is that they, that person has to pay for
They're still
himself.
humans. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, there are those animals. you
Yeah,
know
but
what
he
I'm
don't
saying,
treat him
but
like that far back.
that's that heat. That would make me feel like I'm being treated like an animal.
Well, I guess there's been some people stay through there, like Mike Tyson spent a little time in there, and somebody else. Let me see if I can find
Mike
his name
Tyson
again.
stayed there. Is that what you're saying?
He did a little time there. Let me see where I see
This is Arizona.
basketball player Charles Barkley.
Wow. That sucks. I just flipped over to Vice News and it says in Africa, more than 120 dead as overcrowded ferry sinks in the DR Congo. You guys, I'm sure you guys have seen those videos in those countries over there on that side of the world where they like load up on a damn car and there's like 60 people in like a four-seater, or
Clown
like
car.
the train, there's like people hanging off the edges of trains and well, I mean, did you think you were going to be able to put that many people on the boat and get away with it? You know?
Without it
It's like
tipping.
taking everybody we've ever had on Talk Shit out on a 15-foot John boat. How far out in the water you think you're gonna get? You know, I mean, you put me, you, Joe, Maria, Michelle, Tim, and Yvonne. Never mind anybody else in a John boat. That puppy's gonna be down close to the water. That's
Shit,
a
you
lot of
put me
weight.
and you on a little canoe, we're going down.
No, we're talking about like a John boat, the
I'm talking about
aluminum
like
with
a 15-foot John
flat
boat.
bottom.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
I got you.
yeah. That's
It's just like the
you know
wooden
what I mean?
bordered bottom.
So you
No,
think about a
it's
big
aluminum.
ferry,
Oh, it's
and you
aluminum.
overcrowd a big, huge ferry with
Yeah.
cars, whatever else you put on there.
People
Tony, you
hanging
know
off the
you're out
sides.
there every night. That
Yeah.
top gets heavy, boy. She starts swaying. That's all she wrote. Night, 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 night. And I've learned a lot about watching these battleship things. With the flat bottoms and the deep V's. And I mean, I've always known a deep V doesn't rock as much in the waves as a flat bottom would, this and that. But the wider the boat and the flatter the bottom, the more of a chance you got of cracking that bitch right in half.
Mm.
And I didn't know that. When they first started building battleships, they would come back into port with stress cracks because they made them so wide that the ship was doing this.
Twisting.
Yeah, they would come back with all these stress cracks. I watched that whole thing on the USS Alabama. That was badass. That freaking boat went through some shit. It was built in the 40s. It was mothballed 3 times. It fought every war that we've been in up until the last Gulf War when they
Refurbished how many times?
Yeah.
You know, worked on every
amazing.
single time.
The one time they brought it into port, it took them 8 months to put in, like put rockets on it and just all the updated shit, then send it back out. 8 months
For upgrades.
for upgrades.
Yeah.
I want one. Hey, you guys ever watch what is that, Whale Wars?
Yeah.
Go buy a big old battleship, show up down there, them fucking Japanese will run the hell out of that damn whale sanctuary. Without the guns on it, just think about it. Even with the guns
They're
on
shooting
it,
fucking water at
right?
them.
Even with the guns on it, I mean, that'd scare the hell out of you. Think about what one of them. Think about like the USS Alabama just being down there up against one of them harpoon ships.
Mm-mm.
I would be at this giant battering ram in the water, and be like, "Bah, bah."
Blow them out of the water that way.
Fuck blowing them out of the water. I just drive. If they got in my way. Can't turn this thing. How long are them things? 1,000 feet long, hundreds of thousands of tons. They just don't stop.
I tried.
Yeah.
I tried.
I put it in reverse. Didn't help. But sir, the log says that after you put it in reverse, you went full speed ahead. Yeah, well, figure if I'm gonna hit it, I'm gonna do it right.
Well, no, actually, what happened was
Yeah.
I put it in
I tripped
reverse
and
and I
fell.
went over them, and then it just went over them again.
That's
you know?
what it was. It was the
Should have
impact.
just left it in drive. They
Well,
would only got ran over once.
Right. See?
But what
Dumb
happened
maritime
was-
rule. Where are we at? Let's see. It's wow, it's
Where we
10 to 8
at?
or 10 to 9.
Yeah.
The old technician ain't been here yet.
You really thought they were gonna be here at
Yeah,
8:30?
he's not gonna come with like that.
Hey, he
That
was
was good.
here right on time Saturday morning.
This should be
Yeah,
his
that's because you
first.
were pissed.
This should be his first stop.
It's supposed to be.
Oh.
Yeah. But we'll see what happens. We will see. They're probably like, you know what? Screw that guy. Cancel this. I was there that or fuck, I ain't go back. Probably like, kiss my ass. Buffalo cop caught beating man with baton by local TV channel, then lets him go after being told he's being recorded. Busted. Yeah, right. Time-lapse video shows massive amounts of people who protested police brutality today. What else we got? San Diego City Council staffer wanted to shoot police brutality protesters in City Hall. Whatever.
He wanted to.
Yeah. A tale of two videos. The difference between an accidental shooting and murder by cop. Ooh, let's check that out.
That one caught you.
That one caught me eye. That one came from within. All right, so it says, as soon as it stops fucking moving around, I'll go ahead and read it. All right, so it says the anti-media is where this is shown on, and it says cops make mistakes too. When the subject of police murders comes up, someone will inadvertently state that the cops aren't perfect. That's true, and accidents do happen. The videos of police killings can show much more than just a mere chain of events leading up to the death. They can often give great insight into the officer's state of mind at the time he pulled the trigger or beat somebody to death. A well adjusted person does not want to kill another human being. Fewer than 4% of soldiers are natural born killers.
Yeah, and then they're scarred when they get back.
Yeah.
They're fucking every time they shut their eyes, they're back in war.
Yep.
Or back-
Douglas MacArthur was a 5-star general, an Army Chief of Staff, and a Medal of Honor recipient. Excuse me. His father earned the Medal of Honor while Brash, he was a paramedical soldier and could draw his own wartime experiences and his father's. On the subject of the horrors of war and killing, he said, "The soldier above all others prays for peace, for it is the soldier who must suffer and bear the deepest wounds and scars of war." So it's the dead that got the easy way out, is what that says.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
It really
because
is.
they don't have to worry about it when they go
That's
home.
right. Yep.
They don't carry it. They don't carry it.
There
anymore.
are no more burdens to bear. Exactly. So, that was interesting. I'm gonna put that up on Facebook page. It goes on to read, and put that on the Facebook page if anybody wants to check out into it.
Put it on up there.
Putting it on.
Put
up.
it on there.
Putting it on up
But now, were they saying
to
that
the Facebook page.
cops accidentally fire their guns?
Well, that's why it says, it goes on to read more about, what goes on. It talks about, during the combat, even during war and police, what they have to suffer and so on and so forth. And that's why I'm putting it on the page so everybody else can check it out for themselves and read on. I don't think there's any audio to it, but I don't know why I'm coughing the way I am.
See
Oh, looks like we lost the camera.
So we did.
Battery time. That camera will be right up. Tim's gonna take care of that. That's the last good battery we got. After that, they're all dead. So
Dead.
yeah, they're all dead. Ski.
Did you guys see this article of the man shot face down in the back of the head during a SWAT raid
Oh,
that found no drugs?
really? No, I did not see that.
It says that police claim the victim was acting aggressively after they kicked in his door unannounced without identifying themselves in the SWAT raid.
Wow.
Where was
I'd
this?
act aggressive too.
Where was this? In here? In Florida?
Lawrence County, Georgia. It looks like the Georgia widow is going to file charges against the Lawrence County Police
Hell yeah.
following the murder of her husband in a SWAT raid on their home in September.
Yeah. What was the reason for the raid? Does it say?
It says that her attorney claimed he was, of course, shot in the head face down, which, what?
Yeah, and I bet you they'll either accidental discharge
Mm-hmm.
and then deem it an accident, or he was resisting or something. Yeah,
Let's see what it says.
it doesn't say what the warrant was for or anything.
In fact, Hooks owned a construction company that contracted with the military. He had undergone background checks by the Department of Homeland Security and Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms to obtain his security clearance.
Ho, 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 ho.
So, oh, we made a mistake.
That changes things.
Yes.
Yeah.
big.
Well, why?
That changes things.
Why
a
is he
lot.
being under investigation?
Because
What
he's
background checks?
not a dirtbag. Number one,
No,
right
yeah.
there you can see he's not a he's not a dirtbag.
Homeland Security had to do a background check on him,
Yeah.
and that's really high.
Very
It was
yeah.
a 44-hour search and they found nothing.
44 hours. So when they realized they screwed up
They searched for
They
44
try to
hours
find
trying to find
something.
something,
Give me anything.
getting a little nervous because she's not back yet from the bus.
So, well, she had to go to the store.
Oh, did she?
Mhm.
I did not know that. Okay, that's right. Yeah. I don't know if you guys remember last week I was talking and we put up a story about the new military weapon that they have A laser.
Laser. Yes.
That bitch badass or what?
Yeah, I saw videos of that.
Have you seen it work?
I seen them put down a couple of boats that they had in water.
You haven't watched it be used on a drone yet?
No.
Yeah, it's got an auto trajectory system, auto tracking system. Once it's locked on the target, the plane could be doing this, the laser's doing this. Once they ignite the beam, like 4 or 5 seconds after that, poof, it blows it up. It says it.
Disintegrated.
Yep, it's 30 kilowatt laser.
I wonder if they're doing that out in the Gulf today.
No, that was different.
They're doing testing out.
Yeah, but they're using ordnance. Those booms that we've been hearing.
Yeah.
I ain't heard none.
You haven't heard those?
I
Yeah.
haven't heard them.
Last
But they
week
were
we were
talking
hearing
about
them.
them on Friday or whatever.
That's what it was. Friday they were talking about
They're
it. Yeah, it
supposed
was
to
like
resume it
Wednesday or
today.
Thursday. Are they? Yeah.
They're supposed to be resuming
Yeah.
it today.
They might be. They might very well be down
Yeah.
there testing that laser.
150 miles offshore.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a long way away. to
How
get
long?
those-
How long would it
those
take you to get out there?
150 miles.
boats. Yeah,
Long time. Right?
Going 8 knots, 7.5, 8 knots.
Long time, right? And that's what, a mile and a half,
That's about 10 to 12 miles an hour, something.
right? So it's about a mile and a half per knot, right?
So
You're talking a long damn
Yeah.
time.
9 hours. out
Oh,
there.
that's okay. I thought days.
no.
150 miles at 12 miles an
Yeah.
hour.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah,
Is that all you can go? Top speed on the boat?
without blowing it up,
Without
probably.
blowing it up, probably to
Yeah.
cruise along nicely.
Yeah, because
without-
you overrev
without-
the motor.
Yeah.
It's different with a boat motor connected to a diesel engine.
Mm-hmm.
With a truck, you can over rev it, but at least you have all that resistance of the wheels, the load, the ground. That propeller starts spinning, that propeller starts spinning because it's direct to the back of the motor, right? There's no lag or nothing, right? Once you engage the
Oh,
drive,
that's probably right on the drive.
there's no stall speed converter where it kind of
No, it's
Yeah.
direct drive.
direct. So yeah, if the motor's doing 7,000 RPMs,
Mhm.
the prop's doing
Yeah,
7,000.
the only thing
RPMs.
between the engine and transmission is like
a bearing, right?
it's-
Like a
it's
carrier
clutch
bearing?
plate.
Clutch plate. Okay. So there's a little slip to it then.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah,
can
but not
adjust that.
much, and that's only for shifting it from forward to reverse. and
Oh, so
forward to
yeah,
neutral. That's
it's-
all it's for.
it's direct drive.
Yeah.
You get hung up on a rock, you'll bust the shaft. That's not gonna. The clutch ain't gonna slip, is what you're saying.
Right. You
Right.
hit something,
You're gonna break a shaft. That's
Yeah.
gonna keep you.
you hit something with it, get something tangled in it too much, you're gonna twist it off.
Do you remember watching Jaws? Perfect
Mhm.
example. When
He's
Quinn
doing, like,
is
30.
running,
Yeah.
scared, and you can tell he's scared, and he's pushing down on it. He over revved the diesel,
Mm-hmm.
which pretty much gets it so hot that all the oil washes out between the rings, and then it just becomes one big giant chunk of metal sitting in your boat. Nothing left. Yep. I just watched Gold Rush. A loader got away from him. You know, when the fuel pump takes a shit and the motor just over revs.
Yeah,
I've never personally seen that.
I have.
It was pretty wicked to watch it. Wow, fucking thing starts blowing smoke, and then poof,
The only way you can shut it, because I've had one,
is to disconnect the fuel source, right?
it will continue to run. It'll start sucking the oil out of the engine and just run on it
Oh shit.
How do you shut it down?
to close off the intake, the air intake. That's it.
Uh,
It's the only way you can shut it off. Is to shut the air off to the turbine.
Well, that's why up in the mountains they call them the runaway truck ramps. They have them as you're going down a mountain.
mm,
They'll have what's called the runaway truck ramp. All right, and it's a pull off that does this.
to
But you
stop.
would think, okay, what happens when you get all the way to the top? You roll backwards. No, there's 6 foot gravel. Once you hit it, the truck drops
Drops
6 foot
down.
into gravel. Throws gravel everywhere.
And then what
but the
happens?
truck stops dead. The motor blows up because you ain't going nowhere. I've never had
Yeah,
to
if
use
you
one.
can't
thank
shut that
God.
motor off,
Yeah.
if you can't shut it down, if there's no emergency shut off.
Mhm.
And I've seen a couple of boat engines that actually had an emergency like flapper
Yeah, where it would
that they could.
close off the
Close off
intake,
the
and
air
choke
intake.
it. Right. Yeah.
My boat
I've
didn't
never
have
seen
that. Y'all were throwing towels
Yeah,
and
I
all
remember
kinds of
that.
shit
You're
around
stuffing
the,
it in there.
around the filter, around the
that.
air intake.
My boat didn't have that. Obviously, you've had it happen to you firsthand. Then,
Yes.
yikes. Well, in a boat, I guess it would be a little different because you got a little, unless you're in a canal.
Yeah, and the thing is, I'm not sure exactly what caused it because after that we started back
Fuel
up
pump.
and ran fine. No,
There's fuel pump problems. Whenever you get a runaway motor, most of the time it's fuel
ran
pump
fine.
problems.
Never did it ever again.
Really?
Yeah.
You got
It was
lucky.
just one of those times.
Anytime I've ever heard about it,
Yeah, it
Engine's
wasn't
always
my
big fuel
boat
pump.
personally. I
Yeah.
mean, it wasn't my personal boat, but it was
Yeah.
one I was running at the time.
That would suck.
The owner of it came down
Just
the,
go out
the next day and
go out to the
you
end
know,
of the rack, turn the wheel.
Yeah, spin around in circles.
Hey, listen, Coast Guard, we got a little problem here because I mean you don't want to go in any direction. You know what I mean? You want to stay as close to shore as you can. Or actually, I would just pull it out of gear and let it blow.
Yeah, because I did everything. I was like, pull the throttle
Just let it
down.
blow so you don't die.
You know, I was like, what's
Yeah.
going on with it? You know,
Yeah, I would just.
I
pull
was
it-
glad it happened at the dock. Didn't happen out there.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't even in gear.
No.
Okay.
It's
That
not
would-
like you're going. It's
Yeah,
not
but
like
that
you're
would
going
suck
20
if it
knots.
happened at the
You know,
dock.
20,
No,
30
and it was
knots.
in neutral, so it was like winding up there.
I
You
would
know, I
suck
mean,
if you
it was
just
just
put
like-
it in gear and you're pulling out the dock where you guys got to make that turn. You'd make that turn, but holy shit, you'd be crapping in your pants.
Oh yeah, you would, because if you can't shut down and somebody else is pulling out of a slip
Yeah,
ahead of you,
buddy.
you're gone.
I've watched a
In a
couple
no-wake
times.
zone?
Listen, I've sat
no
there
wake
and
zone,
watched.
Yeah.
and there's another sharp turn
They'll,
right at the end
they'll
of the
pull out.
docks.
Literally, I've watched with Tony's boat because of where they're parked. You have to get it out of gear and then kind of turn the wheel back, reverse it, and then back into drive to get it because you.
Only
Start
because
drifting.
at low tide there's a rock
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's right out,
And you
in
can't
front
cut it too
of the
close to
slip.
there. To
No.
Yeah,
to
because
the-
you can bump the rock
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah,
pretty
So,
blunt.
with a wood fiberglass bottom, you don't want to bump
Oh, shit.
nothing.
yeah. Well, we got a steel shoe down our keel.
Yeah,
so-
well, that doesn't do anything for the side. You know
No,
what I'm
it
saying?
doesn't.
That's it.
And all I picture is like when Jaws, back to Jaws, he's banging on the inside of the boat, the wood just going boom, boom.
Yeah.
That's scary shit right there. Well, you're glassed over, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I've had porpoises do the same thing.
Really?
Yeah.
To the back of the
Smacking on the
boat,
bottom
yeah.
of the boat.
Wham! And it's
That
like,
would
so really
freak me
chasing
out.
fish?
You're like,
Yeah, you chasing fish or did I piss you off? Here, eat.
No, because they've been out there. Well, I'll tell you what was the worst was the sharks.
Yeah,
The sharks were that thick out there. They were hammering the side of the boat.
that's funny.
I mean, there were huge.
You ever
sharks
run
out there.
anything over and just like see it come up from the back of the boat?
blood.
Yeah, a little chewed
Little,
up.
yeah, little
Um,
stream.
No.
No?
They're probably smart enough to.
Only
stay
thing
away
I've really
from the
run over is
trout,
like
yeah.
you know crab trap ropes or whatever because you can't
Oopsie.
you don't see them really in the dark. And
I
it's
was
like-
looking at the video that Maria posted. You don't outside the area of the light of the boat. You don't see nothing,
It's black.
and the water's crystal clear.
Mhm.
Looks black.
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe with a a regular professional light camera, you might be able to see something. else
Yeah,
in the
that's
dark.
true.
You
Yeah,
gotta
but
be able
still, holy shit.
To. I haven't
man.
really tried my video camera,
Mhm.
but that that was video.
If
From,
you do, I'll give you that LED light that mounts on
yeah,
the
'cause
top.
some of that is video from the phone, and some of that
Yeah.
is video from
Well, the one that
regular little camera.
the one I
you know.
think she said she took with her phone, you can clearly see the dolphin swimming up. The only thing is them fucking seagulls, dude. What a pain in the balls they are. I'd be out there with a shotgun.
At night?
Yeah, well, he put some new lights on the boat. They're oh, what are them?
They'll
Stupid.
follow you too, dude. They know what comes
Yeah,
off
well,
them boats.
they
He
know,
put some
yeah, they
new-
know
he
where
put
the
some
food is.
LED lights on the boat.
The one day he pulled out,
And
there
they're
was one of
bright.
them sitting on top of the
Oh
boat.
yeah.
Oh, let's
You
go.
pulled out, he's on the roof. This is gonna be nice. I don't
Yeah.
even have to fly
It's a
out
fucking
there.
buffet coming up.
Yeah, yeah. It's just sitting there. Yeah, probably rode all the way out with you on the roof.
No, probably not.
No.
No.
Yeah. Oh
But
yeah, you got to
if-
go up there.
But I
and do
know
that.
that there was one. I don't think she got a picture of it.
Right.
We were actually dragging on, dragging the trawls.
He's just sitting on the end
And
of the
so the
thing.
rope is going at an angle, right? And it bounces because the trawl. That's how you
Was
can tell
he
you're
on the
not
rope?
blocked off. And he's just sitting on the rope, Every once in a while, his wings would go out because he'd lose power,
Yeah.
and he's sitting sideways because the rope.
Yep,
Down at an
yep,
angle,
yep.
So he's like bouncing. along.
He's waiting for that,
Going-
that net to come.
Going mine,
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah.
That's
And then he finally lost his balance enough where he had
It
to
flew
fly
away,
off.
yeah.
But
that's too funny.
it was funny.
Did you name him?
That's fucked up.
Mm.
Isn't it? All that torture shit that's coming out in the CIA. She was
Oh,
just
yeah.
reading this article. The CIA is getting harassed for all the torture they've done to you know what? Torture them some more.
God, yeah. Fucking
They're terrorists.
do what you're doing.
Yeah, yeah, keep going.
Yeah.
Kill them all. Let Allah sort them out. They want to be that way, fine. We
Mohammed,
could be that way too.
Mohammed or
Right.
whoever.
Yeah,
afterlife
this one I don't know what to call him anymore. This one desert person is now suing the CIA and his lawyers, oh, they did this to him, they did that. You know what, dude? We don't know who's who anymore. So you come in this country, if there's any threat, we need to figure it out. If that's the way we got to do it, then so be it.
And we have every right.
I think so. After 9/11, with what was done to this country, I mean, what when we were reading the budget thing. I mean, holy shit, they should have put more money into the budget. I mean, into the border. Stop letting them in. Close it down.
That's not gonna happen.
No, I know.
That's
I know. I am very suspicious of our government, and especially with Obama's background and who he is,
And what
the
he's
things
doing.
the things that he's allowing
He's
are
making
very
choices on his
fishy.
fucking own.
Yeah, very fishy. It's like, well, what?
What gave
I
you?
don't know, dude. You we're just gonna, it's scary because I see this grand picture of Islam ruling and him at the helm because he let it happen. He signed our executive order to take all of our rights away, and I mean, not that we haven't lost them already, but you know what I just
We have
realized?
rights.
You know what? Yeah, right. Rights. What's that? I just realized that old wise man was not in the room this morning, the chat room, that is. And I do know he was having a little trouble yesterday. Let's try and see when his
Yeah,
last.
well, not
post
much
was.
of
9
anybody's
hours
been in
ago
the-
was his last post. So
Not much of anybody's
Midnight
been
here.
showing up in the chat today. except
today,
John.
yeah. Yeah,
Midnight
thanks,
here.
John, for
Oh,
showing up.
9 o'clock there.
Yeah, because they're in Las Vegas. Good post. Look at that picture. CIA torture was no rash. And it shows
A nice little
Osama
abstract
Os-
Osama bin Laden.
Osama Obama. Yeah, you know what Obama stands for, right? Another big mistake, America. Think about it. Anthony Jacobs, friend of mine, told me that when he first got elected, and it's stuck in my head since. Another big mistake.
But
America.
how many people have fucking supported him?
Well, yeah, but like we've said before, most of those people that supported him are not supporting him anymore.
I think it's one more.
What do you mean?
You voted
It's
for
not
him?
another.
Sorry.
Oh, our big mistake or something like that.
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
And it wouldn't even matter for the
biggest
people
mistake.
who,
Yeah,
who
something
were
like that.
supporting
Yeah,
him.
because
Our biggest mistake, America.
Yeah, that's what I think it
Yeah,
was.
that's it.
Man, my stomach is growling.
Yes,
dude.
I
am
was
starving.
one of those people that
It's the
was
coffee.
hypnotized by change.
Were you?
Yes.
I
What?
actually, I don't know how I
After
felt.
Bush, I was like, I have to get Bush
Well,
out of here. I cannot stand Bush. Get him out.
I
Get
was-
him
He
out.
was getting out either way.
And then out of him and the other guy, me being
Who?
poor,
Ron
Kedney?
Paul or
Oh,
Kearney
I was
or-
gonna say Kerry.
Kerry?
There you
John
go.
Kerry?
Kerry.
there you go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I would have took
You
Obama
know,
over Kerry any
Being
day.
a poor person, I took, okay.
Although,
And then McCain.
with Kerry, things would not be the way they are.
No.
now.
They would. For sure they would.
He may be a lot of things, but no way would. Yeah, the borders would be closed.
Yeah.
ISIS is whatever they call themselves these days. Those towel heads that keep killing people. They would have been dealt with. I mean, because wasn't he military man? He was what,
John
Air
Kerry,
Force?
yeah.
John Kerry was in the Air Force, wasn't he?
I believe so, yes.
So I don't know. Clinton was a lot of things, but at least when it came time to deal with what he had to deal with, we were there. There was no mistake.
There you
We
go.
went in. What was it? 8-9 days, and boom, we were overseas. USS Enterprise was deployed, loaded, and the fleet was on its way. Just think about if he was in office when on 9/11, what would have happened then? Would have been a quicker and stiffer response, I believe, even though he was an idiot or a puppet, whatever you want to call him, a puppet. You know what I mean?
He was a
Puppet.
good puppet though.
He was a puppet. Yeah.
A puppet.
Hello, puppet.
Oh.
I was watching Pirates of the Caribbean last night.
It's been on. Oh my
I
God, they're
know.
bringing the shit out of it for some reason.
No, no.
Spike TV is like
Not even that.
reaching for shit.
AMC.
Let's see, I put in a
Yeah.
DVD. That was my own free will.
Oh, was it? Yeah, it's on cable, man.
VH1.
It's on cable like crazy.
Kaylee kept passing out, and I was tired of watching Care Bears.
Yeah, no, I know.
5, 4,
I
3.
hear you on
Care
that.
Bear. I'm like,
Right.
no.
I
I'm gonna
hear you
kick a
on
Care
that
Bear.
one. No,
Come here,
upset.
Care Bear. I'm gonna kick you.
I got the video of that futuristic navy laser. I'm gonna put up on
Laser. Stop pumping the laser.
Yeah, laser.
Laser.
He's got laser envy. Toy Story.
Then Austin Powers.
Wow.
Yeah.
No. Oh yeah. That's
The
gold
laser.
member or yeah, whatever.
Man of Mystery. Or
Right. Yeah.
Spio
Laser.
Shagney or whatever it was.
I'm
One
gonna
of the
put a
stupid-
giant
one of the
laser
stupid ones.
on the moon.
Preparation H. Preparation H feels good on the whole. Yeah, that whole conversation. Shh. Shh. Double shoot. Preemptive. Shh.
Look at me.
Yo,
Got a
I
whole
did.
sack of
And
with your name on
Felicia, yeah. Felicia was into that big time, the whole Austin Powers thing, and that whole shh,
Look
double
at-
shh,
look at me.
preemptive shh. Yeah. Oh,
I'm
I went.
zippy. I'm zippy.
Oh
long
my
stocking.
God. Yeah. Look at me, I'm Zippy Longstocking. Oh God, I went off on her with a shh. Zip it, shh, zip it, zip it. How many more? And she would get so mad, start fucking that, 4-year-old rage where shit just, you could see it. The head swells,
steam
the
coming out
steam
the
coming out
fucking
of the ears. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah. I could still get her crazy doing the whole konnichiwa when he starts doing it in different languages.
No, Scott.
Yeah.
No.
Scatty-doo. Scatty-doo-doo. Scatty
See, I didn't watch any of that. so
You
I
didn't?
don't
Oh
know.
God,
No.
dude, you
Like
have to
Austin
watch it because
Powers
now if
crap.
you see what we're talking about, you're gonna laugh
You'll die.
hysterically, dude. Hysterically, yeah. Because I mean, we don't do it any justice. When you see Austin Powers do it, Michael
Oh, yeah.
Myers,
Yeah,
holy
and for
shit.
you watching it the
See.
first time, you'll actually laugh.
I don't
Yeah.
think I
Like,
really
real.
even watched any of the Austin
If you
Powers
watch-
movies all the
Yeah,
way
if you
through,
watch the
so-
first one, you'll actually find it comedic. After that, it's
It
just
gets cornier. and
Yeah.
cornier.
gold member. That was like the ridiculous one.
Let go.
He
Fat-
likes gold. yeah.
Talking in a blitz.
I get in my belly.
Yeah, see, I've seen that part.
Yeah, the fat bastard turtle.
Yeah, so I
Got
guess
turtle head poking out. See, I
Yeah.
told you I wasn't crazy. Look, there's a long ass hair that's not mine.
If it's dark,
Oopsie. Oh shit!
why would you be admitting that?
I didn't admit nothing. First rule
Yo,
of
there's
cheating:
a
never
really
admit to
long
it.
hair in my head. That's
Always,
not mine.
even if she walks in on you, you weren't doing nothing. It fell in. I don't know how that got
Fell
there.
Trip fell.
Yeah.
Honey, I thought it was you. But I
My
love
brother
you. I
tried
only
that
had
one.
sex with her.
My
Um,
brother got that one. They
oh,
all got
really?
really drunk. Like I was telling you when I went to Michigan for my grandmother's
Oh
funeral,
no.
got really sick. So everybody was partying but me. My brother goes to bed with my best friend, which happens to be his girlfriend. Well, we've had this girl in our family. She's not a cousin by any
Mhm.
means, but she's been one of my really good friends since I
Right.
was 11.
Right.
Gorgeous. Indian stature. I mean, she's got big
Uh-oh.
hips, long dark hair. I guess she ended up climbing in bed with them. And my brother ended up rolling over and rubbing on her and used the excuse, I thought it was you.
Yeah, right.
Well, the shaping,
Yeah, no.
MJ shaped
Yeah.
like me, only with a bigger booty.
if
You know, this girl shaped like an Indian. thick
I'm in
hips.
bed and I'm stroking on a chick, I can tell whether it's my old lady
Oh,
or
yeah.
not. You know what I'm saying?
If you've been touching it for years, you should know what. Yeah. I'm just saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Just saying.
You know.
Oh,
There's
God.
no-
There's no excuse.
There,
You're a piece of
No.
bullshit.
you ain't getting out of that one.
No, not at all.
I don't think so.
Cable guys here. All right, guys, give me a sec.
The cable guy.
Cable guy.
I'll be right out. I'm gonna leave the mic on.
Okay.
No,
Have you guys
Oh,
ever
you're
seen
gonna
that
go out and
movie?
talk to him with the mic?
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah,
Find out what
sure,
the hell's
why
going
not?
on.
You know,
Have you guys
Yeah,
ever
go.
seen Jim Carrey's Cable Guy?
Yeah, we see.
we'll just let you
I
talk
might
in the
be talking
background.
over
You know,
you,
we
yeah.
won't just leave you on there. So.
Oh, he's gonna talk. Yeah, he's gonna talk while we're talking.
Yeah,
He's not gonna
so-
know that we're talking. He's gonna try to talk over
He's
us.
out in his van.
See?
Yeah, no, he can't hear us
He-
because he doesn't have the.
I know.
headphones.
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't know that we're talking.
Yeah.
He's gonna talk over us. But yes, I've seen Jim Carrey's Cable Guy. Yeah,
I'll be
that was
quiet
very-
until he comes
That's
out.
a very
in here.
scary movie.
Yeah.
He's
All
giving us play by play out.
Yeah,
All right, he's
yes.
getting out of his truck.
Yeah.
All right, he's got his tool bag.
See, we can't see. Can
You
you
can-
see the? Because I can't see the other.
I can see the van. Yes, I can see the
Oh,
van out
see.
there.
He's gonna
Yvonne's
wait till
over
he
there.
comes in.
She's monitoring.
yes, with the 30-second delay, I do not know that you're talking. So yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to talk over you.
Yeah, see,
Yeah,
you can hear us.
that's
'cause
what
it's
I
out there
figured.
too. Yeah, so
Yeah, he could hear us,
yeah.
He's going around to the passenger side.
but he's got the 30-second delay.
Okay, he muted it now. So yeah.
He has
alright.
now opened the sliding
All right.
door.
Well, we might as well not because now it's just
There's no excuse now.
No.
yeah. There's no excuse.
Gonna keep talking. Authorities say that puppy walking on a Massachusetts beach.
Get it right now, Tim.
I know. Uncovered a human bone. Was walking his chocolate.
You know that's
lab
happened a couple of times over
This
the
looks
last
like a good
couple of years.
treat.
I think I've heard
on
it, yeah.
Plum Island beach. The puppy was made an unusual discovery. It's a human leg. Investigators say the cadaver, the dog later finds several more bones.
Wow.
It's
I
under
think I heard that whole story before.
Under
Where
the-
was that at? Oh, that was up
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. Yeah. That was kind
Guys,
of weird.
guys, I don't know if you can hear me, but this might be a radio first. And I don't mean to interrupt, but this might be a radio first. Are you ready?
We're ready.
Here we go. Oh.
He's in the bathroom.
Is it a bad truth?
Nice.
That was talk shit taking it down.
Nice. Did you see that Hitler was a junkie?
What?
There was a National Geographic documentary about Hitler being a junkie when he was killing people.
I don't doubt it.
I'm
Yeah,
just
I don't doubt it.
I'm
They
just-
were all
Hopped up on
weird. They were
LSD.
all
how was it?
weirdos back then.
I feel a lot better now.
Alrighty then.
But it seems like he took up to 80 prescription drugs a day,
Oh yeah.
including rat poison, methamphetamines, bull semen, morphine.
Like that bull semen, huh?
He used to
That
snort.
Tory.
He used to snort cocaine. He was a pretty big drug addict. I didn't watch the documentary, but I was just reading it on
I need to find that documentary.
Mail Online.
That would definitely be interesting to see.
What all he was actually taking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would explain why he always yells.
Bull-
Like,
bull semen.
that's Isn't that taurine?
I'm not sure.
I'm not
I
sure.
believe because I
But doesn't that get hype? People hyped.
yeah. 'Cause I
Like
believe
adrenaline.
It's in Red Bull.
It's like adrenaline.
See, I'll check
It's
that
in
out.
Red Bull or Monster or something.
Is
like
it in
that.
Red
That's
Bull?
why it's called Red Bull, probably.
Well, like
So, I
Jägermeister
guess if you're drinking Red Bull, you're drinking bull semen.
Here we go, right here.
in the early
And maybe it's Red
Jägermeister
Bull
production,
semen.
it used to have elk blood in it. Jägermeister had elk blood in it.
That's why. Yeah, that's why it's got that.
Guys, hey, listen, I know we're live right now, but I'm in the back room where the modem is. I have the technician here. To all of our listeners, excuse me if we lose the broadcast. I do apologize.
I guess if he
Okay.
cuts us off, he's gonna cut us off if there's a problem.
Yeah.
What do
Because
you got?
I'll know. Oh,
Oh,
It'll cut
yeah.
off in my ear. over
Well,
here.
I'll probably hear the skip also in all of our ears. We'll probably hear the skip if it goes down. Yeah. What were you saying? I'm sorry, Yvonne.
Oh no, you're good.
You were talking about in Red Bull when we were talking about Jägermeister.
Yeah, I was trying to find if it was in Red Bull.
I doubt it's in Red Bull. There's just a lot of sugar in Red Bull.
Taurine is in energy drinks, but I want to find out what taurine is.
Yeah. Okay. Well, look it up. Google it, cause
Google it.
yeah,
Google
just
free.
Google it.
Wow, I
'cause
hit
look-
something and it says taurine bull sperm. So we'll hit enter. And
She
see
knew
what
what
comes.
bull sperm really was
All
called.
right.
Oh.
Yeah. Really.
She's like, Taurine? Yeah, I know that.
I know
Bull
what that
sperm?
is.
What?
Oh man, I can tell you all about that stuff.
You ever seen a donkey show?
No.
Me either. I've never been to Mexico.
I have not.
Okay, it says right here that taurine is an ingredient in Red Bull and other energy drinks that helps muscle function, may aid athletic performance and endurance. Gone.
Not yet, but
All right, I'm back in the studio, guys. Technician is here. I do apologize. We are going to have to end the show right now. We are having trouble. The phone to the studio is down. We're on barely any internet. As I had mentioned earlier.
I'm on
before the show
airplane
started.
mode.
Yeah, well, before the show started, I had mentioned we might have to dump the show early. I thought it was going to be earlier. It's 9:20. We're dumping
Which
it
is not
40
too bad.
minutes,
We made
so
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I do
Yeah, I gotta make a
apologize.
doctor's appointment for the
Right,
baby.
exactly. So everyone, Talk Shit Radio. I appreciate everybody listening. I'm sorry to end the show so abruptly, but in order to continue to broadcasting, I have to let this technician do what he has to do so we don't get this problem anymore. So it's been awesome. Thanks everyone. We'll see you tomorrow, I guess. Talk Shit Radio. And
Thank you for tuning in.
Yep. Watch
absolutely.
out for
Thank you.
motorcycles because even though it's cold, there's still plenty of them out there.
Yes, yes.
All right.
Absolutely. Again, Talk Shit Radio will be back same time tomorrow morning. Have a good day, everyone.
Bye, y'all.